Was running out of breath.
What's up, guys? What's happening? Happy Gravy Day, everyone. It's back. Gravy Day is back. Robert's back. Pat's back. Alex is back. The fellas are back. It's episode 417, and we got a lot going on today. First off, like this doesn't. I guess this is Precome segment stuff. We'll just get right into it. But I've been seeing those commercials for Cologuard. Do you guys know what Cologuard is?
Yeah.
Kind of. I've heard of it.
It's like you like shit in a box and send it back, and they can check you for like colon cancer. I think it's so like they can test to see if like you have anything wrong with you. I think it's for like colon cancer. I think you can do it instead of like a prostate exam. Maybe I'm not 100% sure, but I know that like the commercials it's like a little the little box, and it's just like, hey, you can send a sample in yourself. We'll mail it to you in a discreet box. Well, there's a guy on the floor below me that has had a Cologuard box sitting outside of his house. Now, I don't know about you, but if I can recognize the Cologuard logo, that's not as discreet of a box as they advertise on the fucking thing, which now just makes me think, like, has that guy had a box of shit just sitting on his door? Like, I don't know if that was the going to him box or if this was the him shipping it back box.
He like put it outside thinking they were going to come pick it up and then went out of town.
Or like the mailman's just like, bro, I'm not fucking picking that up. Like I know what's in that.
Up a box of shit, man.
It's got the logo. Like like they always say, like with those Romans and like all of those erectile dysfunction ones. It's like we'll send it to you in discreet packaging. Discreet packaging is not the logo of the company that advertises a fuck ton on TV and radio. So like, I mean, I'm not judging that guy. It's good on him or her for, getting everything checked out. You want to make sure that you're safe and you're healthy and stuff. And that's the right thing to do. It's just awkward to be like, basically like, I figured it would have just been like a brown box, like you shit in a bag, put it in a brown box, it's done, and then you mail it out. But it's weird that it's just got the CG on it. And I guess like if you didn't know what the logo was, you wouldn't know, but I do. So it's like, that's the box you shit in. Just a little observation I had. It had absolutely nothing to do with anything we're going to talk about on the podcast. If you're wanting, maybe just go to the doctor, guys. Maybe just go to the doctor, and they'll do the rectal thing like they do with dogs, right? That's how I do it. It's just it's a prostate exam.
Yeah,
but
tickle your butthole.
It was just the dog thing. What? What's for a temperature? Why? No, don't worry about it. While we're in the Precome segment, though, what else did I have? I had quite a few things. I did get kicked out of the aquarium.
Ow!
I punched a stingray.
Are you fucking with me?
Mimicked punching a stingray.
Okay.
I was like, dude, don't fucking come at our boy Steve Irwin and expect me not to come fucking swinging. All right. I'm surprised that like more people haven't gotten kicked out of the aquarium.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of them have. Most people just don't have a podcast to tell about it.
Okay. Well, fuck you, stingrays. I hate stingrays, dude. Honestly, like stingrays seem cool. Like I hate the Tampa Bay Rays, not just because they're in the Yankees division, but like fuck them because they're basically, glorifying murderers. Like why don't you just name your team the Charles Mansons? It's kind of what they're doing if you think about it. They took away Steve fucking Irwin.
I've heard worse ideas
from us, and you're glorifying that. But yeah, fuck stingrays, dude. Stingrays not cool anymore, man. I didn't really get kicked out of the aquarium. I just thought that it would be funny to just.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I got quick. This just popped into my head. Alex, you might have known because you're in radio. Did y'all know it was Shark Week?
I did. I don't care anymore, but
Monday night, I saw something that like Steve-O was like, he had posted that like Jackass and Shark Week did like a crossover thing, and I was like, I feel like they've not done a great job of marketing this to people that don't watch a shit ton of regular TV. Like I've been on Hulu and stuff. Like throw some commercials out there too, man. I know Hulu really only does their own commercials, but like, fuck internet ads. It should have been everywhere on the internet.
It's just kind of gone, man. Like they had those fake ones where they were the fake documentaries. Then they fucked us around and made us think that Michael Phelps was really going to race a shark, and then he didn't race a shark. And
Yeah, the
like,
mermaids and the megalodon thing really just put
they
a damper on
had
everything.
a run of just shitty Shark Weeks, and I think people are out.
I mean, I would still watch if I wasn't trying to like really buckle down and finish Game of Thrones.
Well, and I got Big Brother going on, so I have like live feeds I'm
Yeah.
watching as opposed to like Shark Week. And it's like after you've seen like 4 Shark Weeks, do you need to see more?
Yes, because watching a shark breach the water in South Africa is fucking.
But they don't
every
do like
goddamn
it
time.
used to be like that was like every night, and it's like that's what I'm here for. Play the hits.
I'm here
You
for
know?
all this stuff, like the little ones down in the Bahamas and all. I love fucking Shark Week. Haven't really watched it in, like 4
As
years,
long as
but
you're
I'm still
you're towing a
fascinated.
thing behind a boat and they're jumping up, like in South Africa, go to South Africa, and that's all I want to see. Just the Cape of South Africa where they all jump. Like that's what I want all week. I don't need to know like what sharks are friends with underwater. I don't care. I just want to see sharks biting shit. That's what I want to see.
I feel like there should be a shit ton more Shark Week memes. Why isn't there memes going on? I haven't seen
cares
any.
about Shark Week anymore.
See, that's bullshit. Shark Week is fucking magical and awesome. But I feel like
It was magical and awesome.
I think I said this last year. I feel like they do it like 2 times a year. Or like it's so irregular. Like Shark Week should be 1 week every year, and it should be built like for 6 months. They should be telling you Shark Week's coming back this date. So like it makes you want it more. But like I don't know. They honestly could do Shark Week like 4 times a year, and I would have no fucking idea. Like, damn, it's been a year already since Shark Week.
It used to be like right when you would get ready for school. Like I remember like going to school like right after Shark Week or right before Shark Week. It's shit like that. And like moving into college, I moved into college I think 3 times during Shark Week, and it was just like, all right, this is what it is. And I think they moved it into the summer because they thought more people were gonna watch. And it's like, no, dude, I don't care. I'm gonna go swim with sharks now. All right, I'm gonna go to the ocean. I got other shit to do.
I don't like your slander of Shark Week.
I'm just saying, it lost a lot of luster when they tried to fuck with us.
I think it's more so I've just gotten busier, like with being an adult, so I don't watch it as much.
That
but
too.
also, I'm home a lot of nights, but I just do other shit now. But God, I need to find time to watch Shark Week this week. Except
Like,
I'm gonna be.
What new developments? It's like when Jim made that joke about Dwight trying to like every year he teaches everybody about the newest things in martial arts, and he's like, because 1,000-year-old martial arts are always changing. And it's like sharks, no, they don't change that much, man. Like what? Like don't fucking fight them. They'll bite you. They smell blood. Like we've got it. Just show me the breaching sharks. Play the hits. Don't be Dave Matthews on me. Like go in the fucking deep tracks only. Just fucking hit me with the fucking breaching sharks and give me 5 days of that, and I'm sold.
I feel like it should be easier with on demand now too.
It should be like a red zone, just a shark zone. Show me that, and it's all it is. Like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's just shark breaching videos, and like you can really just loop 12 hours of video. I'm not going to know the difference.
I feel like Xfinity, every time I turn on my TV, there should be a little button in the corner that stays there for like 8 seconds. It's like, do you want to watch last night's Shark Week? And I'd be like, yes, I do. I totally want to watch last night's Shark Week. And then like, if I'm watching that right when I get home, there's a good chance that by the time I'm done with that, Shark Week's going to be starting for that night. Bam, I'm back in it. I just need to watch one and I'm back in on Shark Week. But like, I don't know. I guess now that I have a voice remote, I can probably just say Shark Week and it'll pull some shit up. But in the past, I've found it like difficult to find on demand.
Say Shark Week and see if that shows up anything.
I don't know if I want to watch that.
But just see if anything comes out.
It's just a week of people like eating Taco Bell and then biking to work.
Dude, Shark Week's old to me, man. I just don't care about it anymore. Give me Shark Red Zone. We'll talk.
It's weird. I love it, but I don't really care either. But I still love the idea of it. That's what it is. I love the idea of it.
I saw some. I know you said you saw that online. I saw online. This was like a meme, but I'm gonna ask it on the podcast. Is the Kool-Aid guy the liquid or the vase or the pitcher? Like, what is?
He's the
Kool-Aid
pitcher.
Guy?
I feel like we've talked about this before.
I think we
it's
have.
The pitcher.
He's the
it's the pitcher, and the liquid is his blood.
Mm-hmm.
It's his blood. Okay.
Yeah, I swear we've
That's
talked
kind of
about
what
this
I
before.
thought. That's kind of what I thought too. But I'm just. It seems like he's not the same when it's just an empty glass, you know.
Yeah, because he's got no blood. At that point, he's a vampire.
Right. Right.
Oh,
all right.
you know what?
Regardless,
Hey,
that's
one
all.
more.
I mean, I saw
Sca-
that.
Scale of 1 to 10. I assume you saw the Jackass trailer came out, or the teaser trailer.
I did not. I
Jackass.
saw it.
4.
I didn't see the trailer.
Yeah, on
I
a
know
scale
that they are
of
working on another one.
1 to 10, 10 being the highest. How excited are you for Jackass 4?
I'm not like excited. I'm gonna see it. I'm just like not like, oh fuck, Jackass again.
Okay, well, once again, fuck you.
No, I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
I'm a 10 out of 10 excited because this.
What are they gonna do now? They're old. They're feeble.
It's good. They're old and they're sober, so it's gonna be funnier because none of the pain is gonna be told. And I miss Johnny's laugh. I miss Johnny Knoxville's laugh so much. That scared laugh of, oh fuck, this is gonna hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be weird seeing Bam in some of the skits, and then like half of him not be there because he was.
I think they edited him out.
He was in the teaser.
Okay.
So basically, I'll break down the
Steve-O
teaser for
just
you.
doing something gross and throwing up after every single thing he does.
So the teaser was goes coming in summer 2063 or whatever it says, and they're all in old man makeup doing that slow walk towards the camera, like out in a field, and then just one by one showing them all, and then like one of them hits another one in the balls, one hits one in the face as they're walking. Then explosions just start happening and literally blowing their bodies like 60 feet into the air as they're going. They're all trying to outrun the explosions. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch it. I'm just.
Jackass is awesome. It is the purest form of comedy there is.
Yeah, just getting hit in the nuts comedy.
Yeah,
it's like funny when it happens to someone else, not when it happens to you.
Yeah, it's funny when other people get hurt.
That would be a brutal group of friends to run with, though.
Oh god, you like.
I feel like I would just hate my friends half the time.
Remember when like just nut tapping was a thing in high school? Now imagine walking around your office nowadays and you had to look out for nut tap. Like at all times you had to be on edge.
Oh, with like a paintball gun, or like not just like it's that like fucking. Remember the slap hand that they would just like.
I was gonna say
wind it back and it would just beat the fuck out of anybody that turned the corner. Like they would do that, but on your balls.
That was like before cell phones. Now everyone is looking down at their cell phone every time you rounded a corner.
Oh yeah,
you punched in the face by a boxing glove every single fucking time, and you'd never see it coming because you're always looking at your phone. Or it'd be easier to nut tap. Like
just the anxiety to being part of the Jackass group would be so like you always have such high anxiety. I would imagine just being like, oh god, like. Is my car gonna blow up when I start it? Like, what are they doing? Is this fucking some bit? Anytime like an elevator gets stuck, like what's about to happen?
The post credits
goes wrong, you just assume that only terrible things are going to happen to you.
Well, actually, the DVD is gonna be great because it's gonna show like all the behind the scenes ones where it's gonna be 1,000 somebody sitting there on their phone nut shots. Sure. But it's also gonna be kind of sad because like I don't know what the last time you saw Knoxville was, but he's just limps like he's 86 years old. So it's gonna be sad.
I wonder why.
But I'm still jacked up, man. I think it's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm excited. And of course, my coworker was like, dude, that movie's gonna suck. I'm like, did you even watch the trailers? Like, no, but they're all old and sober. It's gonna suck. I'm like, you're just a dick that hates everything.
It was Knoxville in the first one that just they had Butterbean and he just beat the shit out of him in like a store.
That was in the show.
It was in the show. I just remember like thinking that was fucking like I'm just gonna take a pro boxer and just like let him fucking punch me and just see how many times I can get up from it. Like, okay, terrible idea. But it's shit like that. It's like, oh no shit, he's limping.
It sucks now too. Like having
probably has CTE too.
Some of my coworkers are just so fucking young. We were talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, and Wild Boys was awesome too." And he was like, "Yeah, because that came before it." And I was like, "No."
Wild Boys is because of Jackass's success.
And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. He's like, no, like we're going back and forth for like 2 minutes. He's like, no, the movie. I'm like, nobody's talking about the fucking movie right now. We were just talking about Jackass the show, you dickhead. Fucking young kids, man.
I like the Wild Boys.
I mean, he's like 24.
They were like Pontius and Steve-O are going to branch out on their own. And you're like, oh, I wonder what they could do. They're like, well, it's basically just Jackass, but with animals. And you're like, oh, okay. No, it was awesome. But it's like I remember when they made the announcement that they were, Manny, the expert, the animal expert, was really not that much of an animal expert.
It turns out he just liked handling animals, and so
he was just a guy that he's the guy at the pet store, like the guy at Guitar Center that just goes and they're like, dude, you're never gonna buy that fucking Les Paul, put it back. Like he's the guy that goes to the pet store and he just pets the iguanas and like he gets the snakes out of the thing, the terrariums and shit. And he's just like Manny, just please don't let the snake loose. Just please put it back in the thing.
He was the kid that like would always pick up a frog or a snake or any lizard that was out. Like when you and your friends were just hanging out
in
outside,
like a jar. Yeah.
He would pick up every snake and like he just never grew out of it. So he just moved to Florida and started picking up more dangerous snakes.
It works for him, but yeah, the Jackass it'll be a fun one to watch. I'm just not like that Sopranos movie, The Many Saints of Newark. Like I cannot wait for that Jackass when it comes out. I'll watch it. That's how I'm feeling for it. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool that they're doing another one. I'm interested to see how it goes. I guess animals. We talking about animals. Would we consider hunters animal people?
Yes.
Like you're an animal person.
Hunters do more for conservation than like anybody else in the world.
No, what are you talking about? They hunt endangered species and they're just taking out these tigers and that's Cecil the lion. Remember him?
Yeah, big game hunters are dickheads. I'm talking about dudes in like North Dakota that like to go and hunt elk.
No, those big game hunter guys, like when you go to not really. Like, do you know how much you have to pay? Like my
rich
uncle,
dicks. Sorry.
But my uncle and his kids went to Africa not too long ago and they shot a giraffe, wanted a giraffe. But like you have to pay a bunch of money to an animal sanctuary where they keep these animals, and then they have a guide. So you have to basically pay the guides to go. Like it's crazy. They have somebody that's like basically he's a pointer, so he figures out where to go. They have somebody that's there like security for in case shit gets crazy.
I'm sure giraffes are real fucking hard to spot.
Well, no, but see what the thing is it's an animal sanctuary.
Seen them, Pat?
No, but it's an animal sanctuary. So like they're like, hey. Like this one's old. Like you shoot an old one, they get you the older ones to be like, hey, like let the younger ones populate, keep the species kind of going. This one's older. Like we're thinning out the herd there. Where like you shoot an older lion or an older whatever, and it's like you have to pay a shit ton of money, and then when you kill it, you don't get any of the meat or anything. They give all of the meat to like the village.
I know how it works.
So it's like you're really helping that local economy, and you just wanted to shoot a fucking lion or whatever. Like you had to spend a fuckload of money. Like it's not like they went and they found an endangered lion and we're like, fuck lions, let's kill it and leave. Let's find this elephant and like rip off its tusks. Like yes, those guys, those poachers are fucking assholes, but just people that are big game hunters, like they fucking help out a lot of those economies doing that.
Alex, I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm fine with it. If you want to go shoot, like. You need no more reason to tell me that you want to kill an animal than, well, I want to kill it. I want to kill a lion. Okay, as long as it's legal where you're going, fucking go for it. But you're kind of a fucking dick. Who wants to shoot a fucking giraffe? Actually, if you gave me a gun and said it was legal, I might shoot.
Right? Like, where do you shoot
I'm not going to pay a bunch of money for it, though. But
you shoot it in the neck?
Also, what's the thrill? Oh, look, I'm shooting a lion that can't stand up because its back two legs don't fucking work.
I don't think it's like that. It's just getting older, and it's like, boom, you got a fucking lion. Some people, I would assume, watched The Lion King and identified with Scar.
I think you're a dick, but I don't think there's anything wrong. Dude, I'm a dick.
I was like, you seem like the guy that would go kill an elephant. You would want to, but like, dude, do you know how sick like a giraffe mount would be?
Bro, I'm too cheap for strip clubs. You think I'm going to pay to kill an old fucking sick elephant? I definitely would not kill an elephant. Elephants are cool. You don't kill elephants.
But like, do you know how cool like a giraffe mount would be? Like when you get like the deer mount, it's just like the neck, but like the giraffe mount, like you literally have to put it like on your like floorboard so the neck can go all the way up.
Oh no, if I got just the neck, I would stuff it so it was stiff and I would put it in the middle of my pool so the head still stuck like 12 feet out of the pool.
I would cut the eyes out and use it as like a periscope.
That'd be pretty dope.
And then I could just like, put it in the chimney and be like, what's going on out there? What's going on outside?
But I mean, like part of hunting is like, do you actually have to hunt
windows.
it? That's not really hunting. It's just spotting where it is because it's in an enclosed area and then pulling the trigger because it can't run away.
It's the fun part of hunting. It's like, I don't like fishing, but like I've gone fishing where it was like a guide took us out and he was like, what?
Say it. You say you like catching.
I like catching fish. I don't enjoy going fishing, But like I've gone with a guide where he's like, Alex, drop your line in here. You're gonna catch some fish. And I was like, all right, got it.
Robert, I need you.
Nailed it. It was great.
I need you to cut that right before he says fish, and then we can have that clip forever.
Yeah, I got it.
It's not as funny as you think it is, but
it's pretty funny. Even Robert laughed.
Well, because he knew what you were trying to get me to say, and then I didn't say it.
I said it, but like you were talking at the same time, so the clip wouldn't be as.
Well, I can still grab the clip. Believe me. You're actually the only one that doesn't have the access to clips. So
you want to grab it, don't you?
I didn't say any of that. Speaking about it, if you just put the tip in, can we call that bunting from now on? Like, hey, babe, just the tip. It's bunting, right? It's like we're not all the way in on it, but like it's just a little bunt.
I'm not taking a full hack. I just want to bunt.
Babe, it's not even the real thing. Come on, babe. Babe, I'm just bunting a little bit.
Babe, I just want to bunt. Like we can just soak. And that's
it.
Babe.
Yeah, soaking is very big in certain communities.
In Utah specifically. I'm down with calling that bunting.
I think from now on, just the tip is bunting, guys. Just embrace that. Like, throw it out there every now and then. Obviously it's consensual and consensual things, but it's just I'm just bunting. It's not just the tip. It sounds classier, just a little bunting.
She wouldn't let me fuck last night, but
we bunted a little bit, a couple times.
Have you guys seen the bunting derby they do? I think in Japan.
Dude, that's so cool. Why don't they do that here?
I think it's cool to see a clip of it for like 3 seconds. Be like, dude, that's a cool idea. But like, if you actually had to sit through the bunting derby, I don't think anyone.
No, just do one round. Just get like the top 5 guys or whatever, and just do one round. And literally, it's got like a target.
In the middle of the home run derby, like there's one bunting.
Instead of doing the fucking softball tournament, the softball game afterwards, just do the bunting thing.
You can lay down a bunt, and if you land it in that area, it's like worth 2 home runs. But if it doesn't land in that area, you lose like 15 seconds.
And they get to chop part of your bat off too. So then you have to swing with less of a bat.
Well, I mean, that would take longer than 15 seconds.
No, I think that'd be also funny. Like you just saw off like an inch from the bat each time. And then eventually you just have one of those little like toy bats, like the like mini bats that they give away at games. And you're like, what the fuck? How am I going to do any of this?
At that point, you're forced to bunt.
Yeah. So just go for the points. No, but I feel like they have that celebrity softball game that I know is like pre-recorded and stuff, but like
it's the worst.
If you just had 5 guys and like you had the little like target that they bring out and it was like boom, real quick, I'd watch the fuck out of that.
I'd like to see like a baseball skills competition. I don't know what it would entail, but I think that'd be cool.
Dude, no, you could definitely think like you could, in the NFL skills competition they used to do, the quarterbacks would have to hit the targets that were moving. Like you just got to peg it with a fucking baseball. Like that's sick.
Like you're a center fielder.
I'm like farther away. Yeah.
You got to crow hop from like you start on the warning track and there's a bucket at home plate and somebody has to hit it.
They have the freeze from the Braves games, which is it's kind they were going to have it in Atlanta, but you could have the freeze, the fast guy that always runs. And if you don't watch baseball, the Braves have there's this really fast dude that they like let you start at like half field, and then you run to the finish line where he starts at the very beginning, and he like wins 90% of the time at least. But he's wearing like one of those like unitards. It's pretty cool. But like let the freeze like take off from home plate, and you try and hit him. Or like whatever the mascot of whatever city the All-Star game is in. Like, what is the fucking Rockies mascot? A mountain?
I don't know. What is the Rockies mascot?
Just put Todd Helton out there. Just put Todd Helton out there. He's basically the Rockies mascot. And then you just try and peg Todd Helton.
But, dude, like, yeah, dude, if you line up all the guys at each position, like shortstops, you see who can field a ground ball and like the fastest throw to first. Center fielder or outfielders who can throw the hardest ball on a crow hop. Like, just put a gun on all that.
And just really, like, we all know that it's going to be Fernando Tatis that wins.
I don't know if Correa went there. I'd take his arm over Tatis.
He would opt out. See what I did
I
there?
mean, okay.
I'm the mainstream media, everybody.
He's
The
a
Astros are cowards. They backed out of the All-Star game.
He's also
He's
on
a
the
family
IL.
man.
He's on the IL. Dinger is the Colorado Rockies mascot, the dinosaur.
Okay, fucking sick, dude.
He's a
Like, just
why
hit
the-
it. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, like, if you don't have like a like, I would pick like a mountain. I don't know, weed now. But like, if you don't have a mascot, like a logistic mascot, just throw a fucking dinosaur out there because dinosaurs are always cool.
We should have like a full like all mascots have to show up to it and they all race.
Yeah.
Because like all of them would like be knocking each other over. Orbit would come out in just his underwear and streak across the field.
That's what we love about Orbit. Guy just
Or-
plays by his own rules.
Orbit and Wally, man, they're great. Do the Yankees have a mascot?
Oh, they don't need a mascot.
They just parade out Steinbrenner's dead corpse.
That's actually what they do. Yeah. And the Red Sox just have Ted Williams' head, his frozen head that they.
No, they've got
bring out
Wally.
there. No, it's Ted Williams' frozen head behind it, though.
No,
It's in a Futurama type thing. He actually is operating the whole thing.
that would be tight. He was kind
Until
of
he can until they can give him a body to inhabit, he's just gonna have to be the mascot. That's kind of the prison that he is in.
he telekinetically controls the mascot's body.
We're gonna talk about baseball in a little bit because
Okay.
I want to talk about the All-Star game a little bit more. Yeah, Wally's not cool, dude.
No, he's scary. I've never seen him before.
It'd be
Yeah,
funny
he's a
if
he's
the
a green
White Sox
monster.
mascot was just a dirty sock, like a dirty white sock,
Just a tube
kind
sock
of like
filled
yellow.
with cum.
You're like, yeah. Why did y'all pick that as the mascot? Like, I don't know.
And it's just
Because you're talking about it.
Jason Biggs is always standing next to it.
It's just Jason Biggs, really.
Gross.
Okay, last thing I have for the pre-com segment. Vegans, can they eat a Venus flytrap?
I don't know if those are edible in the first place.
Well, it's a carnivorous plant, and that's really my thinking because it does eat flies. So it is a plant. But like, can you eat a plant that eats non-plants?
As long as there isn't a fly currently trapped in its mouth, I'm going to say yes.
But that would be like, that'd be like saying like, oh, I can only eat a cow or no, I guess cows, but like I can only eat, like an elk as long as it's not eating something else that's meat, as long as it never had meat before. But it's like it's had meat. Meat nourished the plant that you are eating. Because I guess flies are meat, right?
I mean, I don't know. Ask some loser who's a vegan.
Hey,
Are
vegans,
flies
can you?
meat?
I think they constitute as like meat, right?
It's an animal, though.
It is.
Well, I mean, technically it's a bug, but I'm sure vegans would still say can't eat that.
I just
I
think
don't know.
that was a weird question I had. I was just like, I don't know, maybe they can't. I feel like I would steer clear if I were a vegan, just because like you don't want to break the rules. Your own
Maybe reach
rules,
out to the only
self-imposed rules.
cool vegan in the world, Lance McCullers, and we'll find out.
All right, y'all reach out to him.
Yeah, you do it.
You do it.
You do it. You got a bigger following. It's
You do
more
it.
likely that he'll answer you.
It says Yankees fan in my profile, so he probably won't.
Well, just take that out for a
want
day.
it. I'm not
Or
gonna
tweet
do
it.
that.
Tweet at him from the Rod Ryan Show page and ask.
By the way, hey guys, stop coming at me every time the Yankees play the Astros. All right, I only tweeted mean shit because I was being bullied. And you'll talk a lot of shit for a team that went 2-4. A team that went 2-4 and avoided a sweep the last day. Chill the fuck out, guys.
I mean,
They're also doing.
Who's your daddy?
They're also
Oh,
doing
who's your daddy? Really?
team
How did he do
that's
against?
over 500?
How did he do? How did he do against Garrett Cole? How'd Daddy do against Garrett Cole? Huh? Fuck you guys.
yeah.
Astros Twitter. Fuck off.
Cole had a great game.
That was fucking sick. That was a really good. I mean, him and Greinke both were fucking dealing that night, and that was awesome. That was a lot of fun to watch. But-
It was a good one. But you know what was better was when Altuve hit another walk-off bomb against the Yankees. God, you guys suck.
again, won 2 of the 3 games they played for the second time this year. So again, if you win 4 games in a series, do you win the series or do you lose the series?
The
4-2 series
have a problem of playing down to their competition. That we played really bad against really shitty teams this year. It just is what it is.
That's weird, isn't it? They do that.
You said doo-doo. But yeah, the Astros play bad against bad teams. It just is what it is. But then Altuve had to let you guys know. Oh, this was a fun stat.
Just waited 2 games to do anything?
I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but this season, teams that were up like 5 runs or more in the 9th had only lost 2 games this year and had like a .996 winning percentage. Both times this year that the team blew that lead, it was the Yankees.
Oh, I know. I believe I watched most Yankees games, so yes, yeah. I was aware.
It's crazy.
I mean, I blame. It's all around. No, it's not crazy because like fucking, I was livid on Saturday night when he was warming up in the pen. I was watching UFC. I had the Yankees up on the iPad, and I saw Chapman warming up in the bullpen in like the 8th inning, and I was like, I swear to fucking God, Boone, if you put him in with a 1-run lead, just fucking go home. Just fucking put in your letter of resignation, turn in your key card, get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. And then Cole was like, fuck you, dude. I'm going to finish this. And Cole was a G and went out and finished it. But like, Aroldis Chapman, fucking send him to the fucking moon. I don't want to see him again. I'm done with him.
I mean, I was done with him after he beat, his girlfriend or wife or whatever.
I also was done with him.
Cool,
but like, he's on my team.
Long.
Well, who'd y'all have? Y'all had a fucking closer that hit women too. So shut up.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of Roberto Osuna's, and every time he didn't throw a strike, I fucking yelled at him for being a bum.
Dude, that's exactly what I do with Aroldis, and I also just yell at him when he does throw a strike because I'm not sure that he's going to do it ever again.
I mean, I just wanted to see that stupid little fucking smile of his. Why is that ball going so far? That's the sound that he makes after he gets
when the Cubs go in full sell mode and the Yankees get Chris Bryant and Craig Kimbrell somehow, all will be fine. Okay. You
want to ruin their careers too?
We're gonna get Max Scherzer, Craig Kimbrell, and Chris Bryant. I don't know how. We're just gonna figure it out.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to trade Judge, but he has no trade value. He fucking sucks.
No, he didn't. He was an all-star starter.
By name only.
That's absolutely what it was. Yes. Although no, it wasn't only because of that, because we did look at his stats. We were playing Xbox the other night, and your buddy was giving me shit, and I was like, I don't know. Judge has had a pretty good season. He was batting like just below 300, and he was like, okay, well, actually, that's a really good average. So
yeah, his stats say it, but the eye tests tell me he sucks.
The eye test, and by eye test, I mean I think he sucks.
Look at me. I'm gonna fake hold my jersey closed because I'm a little bitch.
That was funny, and it was even better because it was like, and then Altuve was 100% justified in fucking doing his retort to it. I like the back and forth. It's just shut the fuck up, both sides. The fans on both sides just need to chill the fuck out.
Oh, I'll never stop. I mean, my Yankee hate goes back to being like when I was born.
You're allowed to hate him, but like I'm just sick of the fucking cheating shit. And then the cry. It's like, shut up. Just all of y'all shut up on every side. Chill the fuck out. Maybe but judging them doing it, the players talking shit back and forth, that's what we need in this sport.
See, I think what you need to do is just abandon New York and like become a fan of a winning city, with some tradition like Milwaukee. A better winning tradition than New York
65% of Astros fans did when they were just like, oh, we didn't go to the games or care about them when they weren't winning anything. But when they were a 120 loss team, we didn't give a fuck. But hey, they're back, so we're back too. I was at games when y'all weren't there, so fuck y'all. You're not real fans.
I'm just saying.
Robert's a real fan. Pat's a real fan, even though he has 2 teams, but still.
I'm just saying. I think you would want to get out of the heartbreak that is being a New York sports fan.
No,
because all of the teams are terrible.
It all comes around. It'll be fine. You got to go through the lows to appreciate the highs. And Danny Dimes is going to go off for the Giants. It's going to be a good year in New York.
Or he's going to be a good year in New York.
He's not, because he's taking down nickel coverage. Is probably what he's doing.
That was mean of me. I don't dislike Danny Dimes. I'm sorry.
Don't talk bad about Dan God. Okay. Don't even. Moving on.
That's not his name.
Dan God. That is what we call him.
Nope.
That is what we call him. All right, let's move along to the Comeback Kid segment. We'll get into
Robert,
the Comeback Kid
to answer your
segment.
question from before the podcast. Yes, Precome's going to be longer than Comeback Kid.
Yep.
It was 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes. That wasn't even that long.
Hey, Robert, remember the good old days when it was Where You Been?
That sometimes went really long too.
All right, let's keep it moving. Sorry, that just made me laugh.
Is Where You Been ever coming back? Or we just, I think, is Precome just here to stay?
Precome is more fun.
It is, because it's like, dude, and we can add anything that interesting happened in the Comeback Kid.
I like Precome.
Okay, the Precome segment was not brought to you by anybody, but the Comeback Kid segment is brought to you by our friends at Southern Star Brewing Company. My favorite beer in the whole world. I'm drinking a lemon pie sour right now. It is delightful. I think it is one of the final ones remaining. I have a couple of Darlin' like a Marlins still remaining. But you know what I was looking for today that I couldn't find, but I know that they put it out last week. The new Bombshell Pills. The Bombshell Pilsner. We didn't get to try it. We saw the branding of it. It looks awesome. If you like a Pilsner, probably one of the easiest beers to drink. It's a perfect beer for the summer, along with their Strawberry Bombshell Blonde. Both of those should be available in stores near you. The classic regular Bombshell Blonde, the Strawberry Bombshell Blonde, is just a little summer kick, even though it is year-round, thanks to the guys in the Gravy Gang, guys and gals in the Gravy Gang. Subatomico Juicy IPA. They got a little bit of everything. They got the Sunday brunch or Southern brunch, which is fucking awesome. If you want a beer that's like a mimosa, even if you're not a beer guy or gal, you're gonna like the Southern brunch. I promise you. You can't go wrong with Southern Star Brewing Company. The new Mamaro Sagosa still available in the stores, so go get that while supplies last. There's tons of stuff that they make at Southern Star Brewing Company. There's not a bad one in the bunch. Southern Star Brewing Company. If you're drinking one, hit them up on Twitter and Instagram at Southern Star BC and at Southern Star Brewing Co. Let them know you're supporting the people that support the Gravy Gang. Hashtag PTG on one of your posts and tag them in it as well. Let them know you're supporting us. But Southern Star Brewing Company coming up next week, though. They have next weekend. They have the Heat Wave Festival, which is it's a rap hip hop festival, the first one in Conroe ever. Taylor Munnerlin and Outlaw Dave are going to be hosting it. They got live music, craft beer, bikini contest, water guns, balloon fights, and a giant slip and slide. So I mean, that's like, we're perfectly in summer right now. Why wouldn't you want to go hang out at the Heat Wave Festival? We're gonna try and have Taylor Munnerlin on the podcast next week to talk a little bit about the Heat Wave Festival. We are really looking forward to that, and I'm expecting to be up at the brewery next Saturday. So Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer in the entire world, the official sponsor of Pass the Gravy and the Comeback Kids segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, our first Comeback Kid of the week is Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis is back, guys, because did you know she showed her boobs in a movie?
I did.
I didn't know this until Friday, and then so I was like, hey guys, there's a movie where Jamie Lee Curtis. I was trying to find the Astros and Yankees game. Emma and I had gone out to dinner, and we got back, and it was on like AMC, and I just see Jamie Lee Curtis, and she's like taking her clothes off, and I was like, what movie is this? And then she's like wearing a thong. She's doing this whole like stripper routine, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger's sitting in a fucking chair, just enjoying the whole thing. Like, oh, this is great. I love these. Like, that's a terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
Do it.
But still,
Do it slow.
do it. In the van. I think that was Tom Arnold.
I mean, it wasn't his voice anyway. It was a recording.
Yeah. But Jamie Lee Curtis was like stripping. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, guys, Jamie Lee Curtis strips for Arnold Schwarzenegger. And on Twitter, everybody's like, hey, you fucking idiot. Have you seen Trading Places? I was like, well, no, I haven't. I haven't seen every movie that exists. Like, well, she shows her boobs in that. And then I just go Jamie Lee Curtis boobs. I was able to see them. So great job on Jamie Lee Curtis for being like sneaky sexy all these years. Cause like,
right.
If I was like, Pat, Jamie Lee Curtis, what is the Jamie Lee Curtis movie you think of?
I mean, we said this before. I might have thought of True Lies, but probably, Halloween would probably be the first thing that pops in my head. But I mean, maybe True Lies. I watched that movie a lot growing up. That movie is fun. Sneaky might be Arnold's best movie.
Really? Better than Kindergarten Cop?
I was gonna say it's between that and Kindergarten Cop for me because I watched those two the most as a child. But they're just so good. God damn, she's sexy in that scene in fucking True Lies, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I only saw like that scene and then a little bit more, but like I'm
You gotta
definitely
watch the whole movie.
bookmarked True Lies to go watch, and then Trading Places. I guess I gotta watch.
It's definitely Tom Arnold's best movie.
As opposed to like what else?
His cameo in Austin Powers. That's his second best movie.
Okay. Really setting the bar high for him.
We're talking Tom Arnold here.
That's true. What? But
I
like,
don't know if
I didn't know he was in that movie.
He's fucking.
It's just crazy when you find like a movie that like I've never seen, and it's like, oh, a lot of this. What? How did this happen? Like, how did I not ever know that Jamie Lee Curtis showed her tits or showed her ass, which she did in True Lies, and then tits in Trading Places? But that also got me to thinking, like, I remember watching The Sopranos, and like I have such a thing for Edie Falco as Carmela Soprano. Like, I don't know if it was just because Tony kept pushing her away, because Tony didn't love her the way he should have, and I was just like, it just makes me love her more. But I was also like, Carm is his wife. You see tits in The Sopranos the whole time. Why don't we see Carmela Soprano's boobs ever?
She's the queen.
She is, but it's like, I mean, like, and it's like the heart wants what it can't have. So like, because I didn't, then I was just like, I've always wanted to see like Edie Falco's boobs. You know, obviously, like if she shows it, I don't want to be like voyeur guy that's like peeping in her room or anything. But then somebody was like, hey, Nurse Jackie, dude, she shows her boobs in Nurse Jackie. So I didn't watch Nurse Jackie, Googled it though, and yeah, Edie Falco shows your boobs. Yeah, everything I was hoping for.
Ron White said it best years ago. Once you've seen one boob, you want to see the rest of them.
That is fair. And it's just, especially in a show where it's got boobs all over it, like boobs in it so often, you're like, but you're in this all the time, and I'm just curious.
Yeah. It's more curiosity. It's not perversion, it's curiosity.
Right. And obviously, I don't want them to be forced to show it to me, but if they choose to, I'd like to be aware that they did.
If they
Halle
choose
Berry,
to
Swordfish,
show off their body,
always wondered, got to see it.
I like to celebrate the female form and celebrate the liberation of the nipple.
It's art. It's really art.
If anything, it makes us feminists.
Sorry we care so much, you know? Excuse us for supporting women as much as we do.
I did not know I was going to find out I was a feminist today.
So that got me to thinking, like, what are some celebrities who, like, I guess let's just say boobs. I don't want to see like full nudes. I don't want to get like weird and creepy, but like celebrities that like you've seen a lot. Be like, no, not that. That's weird. That's creepy. But like,
yes,
what are some celebrities?
Face was worth. It was worth the whole thing. Guys, watch the video version. That was fucking gold.
But who are some celebrities that like you've like never seen nude, but you're like, that'd be kind of cool to see them in a topless scene?
All right, I wrote down 3, and I couldn't think of any specific names. But it was any chick from Fox News, Barstool, or Big Brother. That's all I could think of. All of them.
That's a kind of a creepy answer, I feel.
Yeah, it is definitely a creepy answer. But the first one that popped in my head was Fox News because, let's face it, they're all smoking hot blondes. What do you want from me?
Well, I only judge them by their news content, so not great stuff, I guess.
I mean, I'm an animal. What do you want from me?
Well, I stuck to more like movies and TV, I guess.
I kept it vague. You're going to go specific. That's more creepy.
Well, no, just these are some that I feel like it kind of like makes logistical sense. Like, I didn't watch Sex in the City, but my girlfriend watched Sex in the City, and Sarah Jessica Parker is the main character. In Sex in the City, all those girls are banging, and they're like, you see tits on all of them, but you never see Sarah Jessica Parker's boobs. Sarah Jessica Parker's boobs, and it's like I respect Sarah Jessica Parker. I don't find her to be like, she's not like my celebrity crush or anything, but it's like, just because everybody else was showing their boobs, I'm kind of curious to what yours look like at this point, you know?
I just thought of one. Betty
It's
White.
the Edie Falco thing. Betty White, a little bit, yeah.
Young or old, don't care.
You're just curious.
Same thing, Cloris Leachman.
She's dead, though.
Oh, I mean, when she was alive, and I stick by it. Same thing, young or old, don't care.
May she rest in peace.
But
Sarah Jessica Parker was one. No, Mila Kunis.
Same.
Mila Kunis, because she had the sex scene in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and then also like she was in that 70s show, and I'm just kind of curious at this point.
And you know, it's now they say forgetting Sarah Marshall, Kristen Bell,
That's a good one too. That's a
Carrie
good one,
Fisher,
too.
Princess Leia, man.
Princess Leia boobs would be great. May she also rest in peace. Jennifer Garner.
Good one.
I've always had a thing for Jennifer Garner, and I don't like. I think she's done like she was on that show Alias. I didn't really watch it, but it was always on like before shit I would watch. And I feel like she was in some like sex scenes, but I don't think she went topless because it was like on a network show. But Jennifer Garner, if she's ever gone topless or something, Mr. Skin could probably help us. But like if anybody happens to just know off the top of their head, that'd be great.
In honor of my brother,
I'm not gonna Google it because I'm not a perv.
Kate Beckinsale. In honor of my brother, he absolutely
That's
loves
a good
her.
one. Olivia Munn.
She's been naked.
She's been naked?
Magic Mike.
Olivia Munn was naked in Magic Mike.
And it was, I said, guys, watch it. Damn good movie.
Hold on.
You just said you weren't going to Google the last
I'm not going to Google him
Google.
just to, but you said that she was in a movie with it, so I'm going to Google the movie.
And he's not using Google, guys. He's using Bing, so it doesn't count.
Doesn't,
Maybe
yeah.
Try Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves. Oh, wow. Whoa.
That's a clip right there for later in the week. Anytime you see boobs. Whoa.
Can you see boobs?
Write it down. Now we're rolling, boys. See, all it did, I felt a little flat at the beginning of the podcast, not gonna lie, guys, but now that we're talking about boobs, we're all smiling and we're rolling. Let's go.
All right. Robert, what celebrity boobs, like, respect the exercise that, like, you haven't seen, but it's like, I wouldn't mind, you know, if so-and-so did a topless scene.
Tom
Obviously, we're not forcing them to do these things, but just should it have happened and you come across it, you're not be upset.
Kevin James.
You know what? It's time.
Nope.
It's time he hangs some dong out there. You know.
No, we said topless, not bottomless. Come on, don't be crude. And his boobs were out in Grown Ups.
Grown Ups quite a few times, I believe. At least two scenes.
I'm trying to think of a bigger actor.
Why not an actress?
Actor.
Are you not a feminist?
Yeah, you're not a feminist. You don't care about women.
You want a bigger actor? How about Ralphie May?
We are respecting them by honoring them.
Let's see. Actress. New girl. What's her name?
Zoe Deschanel. Great pick.
Ooh. Yeah, and then you could say, like, because it's justified, like Elf. She's in the shower. You don't see her, and it's obviously like that's also a kids movie, but like it makes you wonder a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wonder what it would be like. But shout out to us for not saying she should show her boobs. And just like Will Ferrell, he was like, I'm not looking. We're just saying it'd be cool.
Good pick.
Boobs are always cool. Yeah, it's a great pick.
Boobs are dope.
So everybody that's not tuned out on us for thinking we're toxic. We're going to move on so we don't get more people to tune out. But we're not being toxic. We're honoring them. We're respecting
These guys being
them.
dudes.
All right? Just guys being dudes and feminists as well. Jamie Lee Curtis is back. Shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis, because to me, the movie I would have thought of would be she's the lady from My Girl that helps Veda, or whatever her name is.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie. I probably have, but many, many years ago.
Turn it off when Thomas J goes to the bees. All right.
Why won't he open his eyes? Why is he sleeping?
Oh, no. Don't make me relive it. Also, a comeback kid this week is Delta. Not the airlines so much, but the variant. Because did you guys know that the Delta variant is it's a big deal? I mean, I'm not saying it's not a big deal. I'm really not. Like, it's serious. Obviously, vaccinations are your choice. I'm not telling anybody what they should or shouldn't do. All three of us on the podcast have gotten vaccinated. That's just our choices. Our bodies, our choice. Your body, your choice. But that is the fear porn that the news is. I'm not saying they're not justified in doing it, but it's like every time you tune on the new deadly Delta variant. Could it shut down things again? Could masks be making a comeback?
Nah. Not in Florida and Texas, they're not.
Because I'm at that point now where it's like it's kind of weird when you see somebody walking outside with a mask, and I don't judge them, but I'm just like, oh, I'm not wearing. I just don't have my mask anymore. Like, I just don't do it.
Yeah.
And I think like it was something like most of the cases of the Delta variant, people that have gotten it are not vaccinated, and it's just like, I'm not saying you have to get vaccinated, but just know that is one of the consequences sometimes. if you don't, like, you can get it. You also may not get it, and you may be fine. I'm not saying what to do. I'm not trying to take a side or anything, but that's just when you remember murder hornets were such a thing last year. We're on the level of murder hornets with Delta variant, the Delta variant.
Yeah. Like I said, we're not telling you what to do, but if you get it, you're not vaccinated. I am going to say you shouldn't have been standing there. Gonna make fun of you a little bit. I mean, standing there, I was just. Also, I do want to do a little side Delta airline being back. Did you see the fake tweet? Did you see the fake tweet that it was like Delta, their Twitter page, and it goes, "Whoever decided to name it Delta variant, go fuck yourself." And right below it, Corona was like, "Welcome to the shit show." Corona beer. So
that's pretty funny.
As a great fake tweet.
We also have to ask, is it a problematic name? Because you're basically attacking an airline.
I wonder if American Airlines paid a shit ton of money to get it named Delta.
Southwest Airlines was like, do you want us to chip in? We will.
Why is it not the Alpha variant? Wouldn't you start with A?
The Spirit variant.
Well, that's already a shit show.
We would know that would be a bad one.
If you travel Spirit, I mean, you got coronavirus before coronavirus was Spirit was spreading coronavirus in 2016. That's just what they do. On
the video, when you post this, it's going to come up with what you are hearing may not be true. It's going to have one of those disclaimers on it. All of this information may not be accurate.
That being said, I've never flown Spirit, but I've never heard a good story.
But yeah, how do they go from it was the British variant, which I thought was offensive to me, obviously.
There was an Indian variant, right?
There was an Indian one. There was a British one, which to me, both offensive. But Delta, now you're just attacking companies, which I think is about just as bad. So maybe we rethink what we're going to name this virus and call it COVID-20.
Could be the Yankee variant. There you go.
No, don't do that. It's offensive.
The Mike Fires variant. Everyone can get behind that.
I'll allow that.
And that one is apparently only going after minors. Allegedly.
And on that note, we'll move on. I'm not going to comment on that.
One of these days, I'm going to get myself in trouble.
Oh, and it feels like you're really trying today, but still.
What are you going to do?
Our other comeback kid. Yeah, our other comeback kid this week is gruesome UFC injuries. It's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks since we had one of these, but Conor McGregor's leg just snapped.
Ouch.
And I watched it way too many times. I was watching it yesterday.
I love injury videos.
I watched an angle where the guy narrating it was pointing out how Poirier checked his one of his legs kicks with his elbow, and you could see the ankle kind of went it went too far one way when he kicked it, and he got checked on it, and it was right on the sharp part of the elbow. I was like, yeah, it seems like that might snap your leg. I could see that.
Yeah, in the post fight when he was saying I checked it, me, my brother, and our buddy we were watching it with are all like, he didn't check a single kick in that round. What the fuck are you talking about? Then the video comes out. I was thinking leg check. I wasn't thinking about arm checks. Because he didn't leg check a single kick.
No, he didn't.
So that's why I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? But yeah.
We've talked about it before where it's watching UFC and just those leg stomps, the foot stomps that they do and just the leg kicks. It just hurts to watch just as you're sitting on your couch. I can't imagine. I know he had all that adrenaline. He tried to put weight on it twice and then it just gave way. But what's crazy is that he finished the round. He almost got knocked out, but he finished the fucking round with just on the ankle doing this. His ankle was just an L at that point. And it was fuck it. All right, let's ground and pound it. I mean, he got pounded mostly, but were they right to stop the fight? Yeah, absolutely. He's not going to be able to fight on one leg. But
of course, there's no option.
I don't know. What do you think on the whole, the art? It was a gruesome fucking injury, but is Conor done?
He says he's not. Vying for titles, I think he's done, but he's still going to do massive pay-per-view numbers. Next fight,
I think with massive pay-per-view numbers, if he can win against Poirier somehow, again, I think that he may get a shot at a title.
Well, that's if Poirier doesn't win the
Poirier
title.
Doesn't beat Oliveira.
He's getting a shot. I think next fight for Conor is going to be someone not on the Cowboy Cerrone level, better than that, but much farther down than, he's not going to be facing the number 2 ranked guy, number 3 ranked. He's going to be, because he was ranked 5 going into that one. He'll probably fight 7 to 8, somewhere in that range. But somebody who's like coming up and is still a big enough name, but they, maybe because they want Conor to win. It's better if Conor
a Diaz
wins.
fight again. Are we gonna have a Diaz fight?
We very well could have another Diaz fight
because they know that's big money. If Conor wins that one by decision, then it's fine. If not, because Conor has always had the thing about Conor is when he lost, it was yes, he lost to Mayweather boxing. Okay, he lost to Diaz the first time. He went up a weight class, but losing to Khabib, that's his weight class. Losing to Poirier the first time, that's his weight class. He was getting his ass kicked by Poirier in the first round of this fight until he broke his leg. You can be yeah, well, he had a stoppage because of his legs, but he was I don't know what's gonna happen in the second round. It didn't look great.
He was out
going for
striking
Conor,
the shit out of him, but once it went to the ground, Poirier just is a beast on the.
But then you can argue did it only go to the ground because his fucking leg was snapped? I mean, he had him in that chokehold for a second. He couldn't complete it, and then Poirier kind of took him down, and then that led to them getting stood back up, and then that's when he fucked his leg up. But I don't know. I would love to see them have a full that's what sucks about can you imagine training for months and then in the first 5 minutes you snap your leg in half like that, and you're just God damn it.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. I think a Nate one would be a good fight. See, because that honestly might be what he does from now on. Just he's not even fighting in his division really. He's just fighting other named guys to fill out a fucking card.
Fight an animal.
Massive numbers. No.
Fight a bear.
No.
I'd watch Conor wrestle a bear.
He's not Khabib.
But I mean, something to watch.
Conor doesn't wrestle. He's a striker. Maybe a kangaroo.
There we go. A Hitman Lee.
Wait. Yeah, Hitman Lee was the kicker.
Or a Hitman
so
Chan.
That's
you can go with both.
There you go, Hitman Chan.
Maybe both of them.
Yeah. And yeah, okay, so that's enough on Conor. The other gruesome injury was the I didn't know Jessica I had a third eye. That was fucking
It was an
crazy.
appropriate name, but she looked like a fucking piggy bank. It looked like you could put a quarter in the cut on her head.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we saw a
Just
skull.
Google right? Jessica I forehead, and you'll get what we're saying.
I swear I saw her skull. I thought I saw white in there. It's just for those of you that don't.
I saw blood. I saw blood.
She got a massive cut in the middle. What was it? An elbow? Because I wasn't home yet for that fight. So
yeah, it was an elbow. It was a really good. That was on the undercard, but the main card of that whole UFC 264, the Conor McGregor fight was the worst of the fights.
Okay, that's
all
not
the
skull.
other ones
That's
were
just
awesome.
skin.
Yeah, but it was gross.
Could I interject here with an article that I just found that came out in May? That it's a poll showing which animals Americans think they could beat in a fight. And
is it all of them?
No, let's just try to. What do you think most people think they could beat up in a fight? What kind of animals?
I saw this. There was an alarming number of people that thought they could take a lion.
8% of people think they could take a lion.
Yeah, that's an alarmingly high
Lions
number.
Den?
No.
Daniel the Lions Den? He was in the den with lions, and they didn't fuck with him, dude. So, he alphaed the fuck out of lions. You can alpha lions.
It was less people thought they could take a gorilla than a lion, I think.
You can't take
But
a
also,
gorilla.
there was 2% of women thought they could take an elephant.
It's not separated by
a mouse.
It's just in total. So, elephant, gorilla, and lion were all tied at 8%.
Who thinks they could beat a fucking lion or an elephant?
Any of those.
What are you gonna do?
Get its eyes.
You show it a mouse. They're scared of mice, according to children's books.
Are those people assuming that they get a gun?
Oh, maybe.
Fucking idiots.
So, 14% of people think they can take out a kangaroo.
I can fuck with a kangaroo.
I think I could take a kangaroo.
King cobra, 15% of people.
0% chance I'm dead.
No, dude, you grab it by the tail, you whip it. Just break its neck.
No, as soon as I see it, I'm gonna pass out from fear.
Oh no, no, dude, fuck snakes, dude. I could fuck a snake up.
No, I'm terrified of them.
Like, 71% of people think they can take out a goose.
Absolutely, you just kick the fuck out of it. Yeah, they're gonna get you a couple times, but I could kick the fuck out of a goose, dude.
I think most people don't realize how aggressive and dickish geese are.
Yeah.
But I mean, so see, like,
grab it by that fucking long ass neck and just whack it on shit, dude.
that 29% of people have seen geese attack people, and they're pussies. I mean, obviously,
it is startling when you're trying to give it bread and it attacks you. Like, yes, but like if it comes at me and it's like life or death, I'm grabbing it by the neck and beating it into a tree.
I was gonna say, you land one good punch on the body of that goose, it's gonna drop, and then you just stomp it out.
So the animal that
I'll take the goose and beat its friends with it.
The animal that most everyone thought they could take out was a rat at 72%.
Yeah, dude, we fuck up rats on the reg.
But
You can literally just stomp on it.
That's still a high percentage of people that think that they cannot take a rat.
Well, it's just because they're scared.
They're scared.
Also, are we talking like Texas rats, or are we talking New York City rats? Very big size difference.
Like baby cats.
Yeah. Basically, at that point, you're fucking facing Rattata from Pokemon.
You just throw it in the train tracks and let the train take care of it.
It's 8 pounds.
A bear was the least on here, 6%.
Yeah, no, you're not beating a bear.
It makes sense.
Beating a bear.
They're
Even
bred
a
for
black
that
bear,
shit.
who are known for kind of being pussies, it's still a bear.
Yeah.
It's still a bear. Like, you can't even kill a koala bear.
Well, they have syphilis. Like you could get infected.
Which technically a koala bear isn't a bear, though. It's a marsupial.
Well, they wouldn't call it koala bears if it's not a bear. So, you know, it's like when they told me Pluto wasn't a planet. I'm like, I didn't just go through 12 years of school learning about Pluto to just say it's not a planet. So fuck you, Pluto is a planet.
Well, I'm with you on that, but technically koala bears.
Koala bear, go fuck yourself with this marsupial talk. It's called a koala bear, and it's a bear.
People just call them koala bears because
that's what I've been told my whole life.
Koalas.
You next year to tell me a panda bear is a fucking rodent. Go fuck yourself. No. If it's
By the
called
way,
something bear, it's a bear.
Koala is a great name.
Yeah, why don't like people named Koala?
I don't know.
This is my friend Koala. Koala would be a cool dog name.
Koala would be a great dog.
Furry gray dog.
Call him Coey.
Oh.
Little Coey back there.
I love it. Yeah, that was a good exercise.
I like that. That was fun.
I would fuck up a goose so bad. I'm not wishing I could hurt an animal, but I kind of wish a goose would step up to me the next time I see one. And it'd be like, no, that was self-defense right there. Yes, I took out 3 other geese with that one goose, but they were probably going to fucking gang up on me too. And I wasn't going to have to take on a whole gaggle like that.
Nice use of gaggle there.
There you go. There's only a couple times you get to use the word gaggle in the correct
respect
form, and I'm gonna take that shot. Our final comeback kid of the week is All-Stars, because the All-Star break was this week. The All-Star game was last night. Home Run Derby was the night before. First off, the jerseys fucking sucked in the All-Star game. It really pissed me off. Back in my day, I feel like I don't like saying that a lot of times unless I'm being sarcastic, but like with baseball, that's what everybody, like the baseball writers are like, well, back in my day, we didn't do these things that were cheating, even though we had steroids. We didn't have this sticky tack crap, this spider tack nonsense with the pitchers. We just did steroids like men, or basically injected cocaine into ourselves so we were better players. We played it like the olden days when it was pure. You're like, yeah, the cocaine is pure, but that was about it, dude. Fucking Tim Kirkjian. But like, just the talking about like baseball tries to be like, well, we can't change the sport, even though we have changed the sport, or it's too precious to like tarnish its name. That's why cheating is the worst thing ever, even though it's always been done. But forever when I was growing up, the Home Run Derby is where they wore the batting practice jerseys. And it was cool because you'd be like, oh, tight. You're on the American League. You're on the National League. Then in the fucking All-Star game, you got the road team wore the grays. The other team wore the whites. And it was fucking sick to see, a guy in a Yankees whites next to the guy in the Red Sox. Like, this is cool. Like they're all All-Stars. When you fucking put them all in the same jersey, it doesn't look as cool.
It doesn't, but it's never coming back because they can sell jerseys and make money.
They were so dumb. And blue pants. Like, I know that we're fucking talking about sports fashion.
I like the
people
blue
can shit
pants.
on us about that.
I thought because I had like that red stripe. I like them. I was a fan of the pants.
I think that the only team that should really be allowed to have like non-white, gray, or pinstriped pants is the fucking throwback Pirates jerseys. Like when they have the yellow pants. It's weird to me when teams.
It's just the AL and the NL. I don't
It's
think they should
gross.
have to
It looks
abide by
stupid.
the individual teams.
They looked like a bunch of fucking like. It looked like they were wearing like oil field shit, like just onesies.
You know what would be a cool idea?
Look like a bunch of janitors.
Every player wore a throwback of their team's jerseys. Like, so Astros wear the fucking rainbows. Brewers wear the old school with like the cool logo.
But they have to be the same, but they have to be like the same color, and that's why they were always doing it the way they did.
I don't think they have to be the same color. I'm pretty sure in baseball it's very easy to tell who was on.
No, I know, but I think like just because of that, like they were.
If they're wearing a helmet,
everybody has a
they're
white
not on
jersey. Everybody,
defense.
but like everybody has a white jersey. Everybody has a gray jersey. Not everybody has a blue jersey or a green jersey or a yellow jersey or a red jersey. Like like I think that was the reasoning to it.
But this is a way to get them away from everybody has to wear the same jersey so we can sell it. If you have everybody wear throwbacks, then you can sell all of the throwbacks. I mean, obviously, like the Yankees don't really have throwbacks. It's been the same one ever. But like, I don't know, maybe make it like a special one for the Yankees or something. I don't know.
Are the Yankees
You
uniforms
use
getting
Babe
boring?
Ruth's one. Here's what they do for the throwback for the Yankees one. They do the Babe Ruth where it had more pinstripes so he didn't look as fat.
Yeah. Or they have that old NY where it was more like squared.
Yeah. No, they're not getting boring as much as I hate the Yankees. Their jerseys are perfect. Their jerseys are perfect. They're iconic.
Tradition.
That is a baseball jersey. It's real tradition. It's not like Aggie tradition where we just made it up.
I mean, there's just some jerseys in sports you don't need to change. I mean,
I don't know.
The Packers have had
I'm
the
all for
same,
change.
except for like every so often we know they do like color rushing now. Packers jerseys are perfect. Bears jerseys are except the Bears do change it from fucking time to time. But what are you gonna do?
But like, does it bug you like that the Red Sox added the red jerseys? I mean, they kind of do look cool. As
No,
someone
I
that
love
hates
it.
the Red Sox, but it's like you should have to, or they have the blue ones. It's like no. You have to go white or fucking your grays. I don't get that. Like it's like that. Those are the teams that should like stick with that.
I'm fine with like all the different jerseys for the Red Sox. The only like I get why they did the blue and yellow. It's the Boston Marathon colors. Those jerseys just suck though. They didn't look good. But like when the Red Sox wear their greens, bro, those are fucking dope. Like I love alternate jerseys in baseball, but like I mean the Yankees don't. The Yankees are the Yankees. They stuck up assholes. They don't change anything ever.
I always thought like they have those batting
works.
practice ones that they wear on the road that just say New York across them and they're navy. I always was like that would be a cool one to just wear like on
but
Sunday, but they're not going to do that.
I mean, occasionally you get to see like in the 04 series. Well, I guess not really in 04 because it was AL, but when the pitchers would be out there for the Yankees in the late months and they're wearing their fucking pitching jacket, that always looked cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that there's certain teams that don't really need too much to change with it, and it's like the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys, but like they have like iconic jerseys, so like they don't really need to change it.
But they still change them from time. Like Thanksgiving, they were different ones, but that's a special occasion. But yeah, you'd think they'd be able to come up with a good All-Star jersey one time. They 5 years in a row they've sucked.
But I always thought because you're talking about the marketing, I get you're trying to sell the jerseys and stuff, but it's like. People still bought the fucking batting practice ones. Like it was the exact same kind of thing. They're just like, they didn't wear it for the whole game and looked dumb. And like, I hate it. Like it was cool. Like when they just wore whatever their hat was, but they had the All-Star patch on the side of it. I liked that instead of like, oh, it's just a Navy hat with a shiny star and whatever your team's logo. Like the Astros, I didn't see what theirs would have looked like because they all opted out. But like, would the Astros have had a star and then a star in the star? Like, would that have been what the Astros All-Star hat? I mean, I'm sure it's on like lids.com or whatever, but like, I don't know. It just threw me off when I was like, why are they wearing these? What is going on? What happened? It's a softball game. Did I miss the All-Star? Oh no, those are the actual All-Stars. Why? In the home run derby, they wore their regular team jerseys. And it's like, no, they should have done that the other way. Reverse that.
I just don't understand how they can't come up with a good jersey ever.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
don't know.
you can't like get focus groups together and put out 20 options and just like see which one tests the best. I mean, also baseball fans can be very hard to please in general. So, it is what it is.
Well, I like when teams like I like that the Astros just had those sick like rainbow warm-ups. And they're like, you know what? What if we just wore those randomly? Those are their like Sunday afternoon ones, aren't they?
Yeah, with like the blue and the rainbow on the
sides.
It did used to have like Astros across the front of it. I thought that looked kind of dumb. I liked that they changed it, just put the star there. I thought that looks better. But like the little like the homage to like it's like I like to like when teams can they can go retro, but they can also like upgrade it and make it modern retro. Like I think that looks cool when teams do that. And the Astros have been really good about like the Astros have fucking sick ass unis. I love all of the Astros unis are really cool.
Orange works so good on uniforms.
Yeah, it does. Orange is one of my favorite colors.
Like even when Bears wear orange, like I fucking hate them, but those jerseys are sick as shit.
I agree. Or when the Bengals, when they go with the oranges, that's always cool. Like Miami, when they rock those, like just orange pops.
The Corpus Christi Wada Chickens.
Sam Houston State Bearcats. Shout out Colton Cowser. Colton Cowser, 5th overall pick, and then he sent the fucking Orioles to voicemail because he didn't recognize the number. It was like, I don't know if you saw it. Like they were trying to do the NFL draft style where they were like, and this is the GM on the phone right now. He's calling Colton Cowser, letting him know he's the 5th overall pick. And you just see him sitting there in whatever restaurant he's with his family in. And like, he looks at his phone and it was like when Michael tried to call Ryan and you see him like, but it was a flip phone. He flips it and he flips it back and puts it in his pocket. And he just looks at it and sets it on the table. And I was like,
how do you not have all the pertinent numbers saved? Like, you're going to go high. Every single one of those GMs or whoever's.
It was just funny. It was just funny. Maybe he was like, this is how I'm going to go viral. But shout out Sam Houston State Bearcats getting the 5th overall pick in the MLB draft, highest ever by a Bearcat. So very hot year to be a Bearcat right now. Very hot year. Maybe we should have signed Colton Cowser to our team before he graduated, but now we can't. So
do you think you could beat up a Bearcat?
No.
I could.
I don't think you could.
I
could beat up a Bobcat though. I've seen it done.
They're feisty.
Yeah, I could just throw it though. It's small.
You can. All right.
All-Star game. What did y'all think of the home run derby format though? Like, I've heard a lot of people like. I love the people that like haven't watched the home run derby in a couple of years where they don't realize there's like a bracket because it's been a bracket system for like 4 years now. Like, what the hell is going on with the derby? How the hell is so-and-so playing against one other guy? Like, I get it. I did bet Pete Alonso and Trevor Story, and I ended up making some money on Alonso, but still, I liked it when it was just like top 4 guys that hit the most home runs in the first round move. And then it's number 1 against, and then you restart it. But like, I would like to see that because like there were guys that I think there were 2 people that hit more than 2 of the guys in the semifinals, but were out because it was a head-to-head matchup. But it's like I like people were bitching about how it used to be 10 outs where you'd get 10 swings that weren't home runs and you were out, and it was like that was cool, but like yeah, it could take forever when people got on runs. I do like the time limit. It kind of makes it feel like there's a sense of urgency. I've heard people shitting on like the timeouts and stuff. I kind of like the one timeout. I think it adds to it. You're like because like
it works because there's a time limit. It works.
But it's 30 seconds. You get 30 seconds, and then you're like, oh shit! How many like Pete Alonso? Who when he was in the final against Trey Mancini?
Yeah.
When he was against Mancini, it was like he was 7 or 8 down, and he calls his timeout, and you're like, dude, okay, so that's this minute. He's got to hit at least 4 here. Then he's gonna get 30 more seconds as his bonus, and you're trying to like in your head like calculate. How like I think that adds to like I'm into it. You're into it more. I was definitely more into it.
Literally,
it, but like
I looked at my brother and go, "Oh, he's in trouble." And then he steps back in next swing.
Bam, 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 bam.
Like off that first one, and like the next 4 in a row were all fucking moonshots. But the first one goes off his bat. My brother goes, "He's not in trouble anymore." And then bam, 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 like 4 in a row, left center, all absolute fucking moonshots. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about."
So I, as a Pete Alonso better, I would like to tell you guys what I had as my slant ready to go. If he didn't win, because he like in the finals when they stopped it, he had to take an elongated break because one of the kids shagging balls in the outfield like fucked himself up and had to be like helped off the field. And I was like, can you imagine like your dad donated like your dad's car dealership just donated a lot of money to the fucking All-Star charity or whatever, so you could go out there and shag balls, and none of the professional athletes that play sports their whole lives got injured doing that. You though fucking had to be helped off.
I disowned the kid
with two people. It's like, dude, what do you do? But I was ready to be like, no, that was way too long. They made him wait longer, dude. That's not fair. Alonso should have given. They shouldn't have been able to do that. It should have counted as 5 home runs. But then he didn't make it. It didn't matter anyways. But it was just like, dude, that kid is gonna get roasted in school tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mitch, saw you get carried off yesterday. What the fuck happened to your ankle? You twist your ankle on grass? Just on anything?
Mitch,
like who was chasing you?
Those pop flies are a real bitch, huh, buddy?
Who knew how dangerous pop flies are?
Yeah, I hope there's nobody like me in that kid's school, or else he's going to be in for a rough year.
I know that they're kids, but it's like maybe get kids that can actually fucking catch, because like 70% of those balls that were just pop flies in the outfield were like they were dropping them. You're like, dude, that is a fly ball. Fucking get under it.
Put 6
depth perception.
Put 6 really athletic kids out there, and just let the
make
athletic
them fight
kids
for it.
Run out there and make like diving catches and fucking give us some highlights instead of 50 unathletic kids.
Okay, would this be a bad idea? And I'm not trying to be mean, but like you get like able-bodied stick kids, but there's like a prize. Whoever catches the most balls gets like, you know, you
Their
get
cancer
money.
Treatment paid for?
Well, yeah, it goes. And
bastard.
No, but they all go.
Bastard.
They all get money. They all get some money, but it's like the person that gets the most money.
You want to make sick kids compete for money?
But what? No, I don't. I'm just saying, like,
you
would
literally
that be kind
just
of,
said that. You literally just said that.
I'm asking if it would be a bad idea. I'm asking if it would be a bad idea.
Alex,
don't worry, Pat. I'll cut all this out.
If I'm saying it's a bad idea, then it's a bad fucking idea. Because you know me, my motto is fuck these kids.
Well, but it's all about like feel good stories, I feel like. And they're like, look, these kids are out here. And look, you know, like the Trey Mancini, he overcame colon cancer. And then like, obviously a New York Met went and tried to ruin it for everybody, the feel good story. But like that's a feel good story. And remember when people used to win a house? Was it Century 21 was the sponsor?
Something like that, yeah.
They would assign everybody like, oh, you have a Yankees hat. If that means if Aaron Judge wins, then you win a house. And it's like, what? I always was like, do they already have the house? Like, is the house just in this city? What if I don't live in Colorado? Do I just have a house in Colorado?
No, I'm sure. Maybe. I actually never thought about it.
But then usually they gave everybody money anyways. And it was like, you could do that with like, I don't know.
That'd be tough for me
though. Add a storyline to it.
If I was there and they're like, all right, so you got selected for the Yankees, put on this hat, and I'd be like, we got a real Ben Affleck and Gone Girl situation going on here, guys, because I cannot put on that hat. Can I switch with somebody else? Here's
a better idea, all right? Sick kids, that idea's out. That idea's out. Shagging balls in the outfield. Prisoners. You put prisoners out there, and you like, but like minor prisoners, nothing like no violent offenders or, you know, like sexual offenders or anything like that. But like, you know, guy got pegged for a little weed back in the day. But, you know, you got too many offenses. So, you know, he's got 2 years. You get like whoever has the most foul or fly balls that they shag, like they get 6 months off their sentence or something like that. And they really, it's like, how bad do you want it?
Put kids out there that got in, like 17-year-olds that have gotten into an Ivy League, but they can't afford it. They really want it. And guess what? If you didn't do it, sorry, you're going to Chico State fucking community college.
Ooh,
better work hard.
Hybrid, prisoner and kids idea. It's the kids that used to go on the Scared Straight show. and then the prisoners that are just really mean to him, and they're just like berating them about how shitty they are at shagging balls the whole time. But they were bad, troubled kids, and so it's like really they're learning their lesson while also being like, I should stop being a dick to my parents and stop doing drugs and stuff like this. This guy's gonna yell at me and tell me what would happen if I was in prison with him.
I'm in, but also I feel like it'd be bad for the broadcast if a kid's
And they are
underneath
mic'd
the
up.
pop fly and a grown adult is saying, if you don't catch this, I'm gonna fuck you when you get to jail. Like I
You a
feel
bitch!
like
You a bitch! And you're like, whoa. But like that, like how? Tell me that mic'd up wouldn't be lit.
it would be awesome. I think you'd have to pay extra.
I would rather listen to that
access
than
to those
fucking Tim
microphones.
Kirkjian trying to fucking call the home run derby.
I had it on mute the whole time, honestly.
Dude, I did for a good portion of it because it's like I don't know if Tim Kirkjian is just not good, or if it's just that we've had the best we've ever had. Like
Yeah.
it's never gonna be better than back, or like pick a suburb like, oh, that's in all the way to Colorado Springs. Oh, that one's in Golden, Colorado. Like where he picks a suburb and then like you're like, I know where that place is. Like that was Chris Berman and the home run derby. Was that his best thing he did? Because I mean, NFL primetime, hard to top. But was the home run derby a better production from Chris Berman?
I want to say yes, but I think fastest 2 minutes.
There's just so many, but it was like that was a
Or
Chris
the
Berman
entirety of the draft.
staple.
He was golden on draft night. I think if I had to pick two people,
But you really got Chris
do-
Berman's personality
yeah,
in the home run derby. And like Kirkjian, he was trying, I'm sure, but it was just like, and that's gone. That's gone.
yeah. If I
That's
had
out
to
of
pick
here.
two people to do All-Star, just anything baseball, if I had to pick two people to do it, it would be Robert Flores and Don Orsillo. Nobody is a better announcer than Don Orsillo. He's the fucking GOAT of the league. And I love Callis and Blum, but I mean, if you've seen highlights, I used to watch a lot more of him because he used to be with the Red Sox. Now he's with Slam Diego. He's fucking magic on the mic, dude. And of course, Robert Flores is just such a
Magic
likable
Mike again.
fucking guy.
Here's an idea. So this is something that like Gravy Gang, we're gonna need your help on this. Tag Robert Ford, voice of the Astros. I think like he would have been great. Like, and you can kiss that goodbye, and you can kiss it good. Like that'd be funny to see. Like every home run, that's the only call he's allowed to use. That's his signature. But like then, every time he says "kiss it goodbye," kiss that goodbye, we add a Hershey's Kiss to a stack, and then Pat has to eat all of them at the end of the home run derby. So like Pete Alonso hit 74 home runs total, which would mean he would have said it 74 times for just Pete Alonso. Then like, you know, add that up there. I don't know how many, like, but like that'd be funny.
500.
That'd be funny to watch you have to eat 500 Hershey's Kisses. Or us as a collective whole, you just add one to the pile, and then it's just like that would be a fun live stream to just have like Robert Ford sitting like on a Zoom while we're like just being idiots. Like, all right, add another one.
We don't
Another
tell
one.
them that we're doing it. We just get an interview with them, and as we're doing the interview, we just keep popping Hershey's Kisses in our mouth, and we got
And he
chocolate
has to say
dripping
it
on our
after
faces. No. We don't tell them that we're doing it for that reason. He's just like, why are these guys eating Hershey Kisses while they're interviewing me? You know, their mouth is full. They've got chocolate everywhere. This is ridiculous. And then at the end, we tell them.
Hey, it'd be a real shame if we tweeted Robert Ford and was like, hey, you should go on Pass the Gravy next year for the home run derby and do the kiss you goodbye challenge. He's a Giants fan. He is a Giants fan. So we could bond over that, Robert. Huge fan of your work. I think he's one of the best play-by-play guys in the biz, for sure. Him and Steve Sparks, solid. Steve Sparks, Bearcat. I've got, you know, I'm a Giants fan. Ford's a Giants fan. Bearcat, Steve's a Bearcat. Maybe we get them both on. I feel like we're basically brothers now. Just that we like the same teams, sort of.
Your alumnus.
Alumni.
Alumni.
Alumnies.
Alumni's nuts.
Okay. But like the home run derby format, do you like it? Like the new one, like, or would you rather it go back to like, I like the time limit. It gives it more of like a sense of urgency. It makes it seem speedier. Cause like Josh Hamilton spent like an hour and a half batting when he had his, like, I'm going to hit 9,000 home runs in the first round.
Yeah,
Like,
but that was magical.
It was magical, and we don't get that with the time limit, but it's like I do appreciate the time limit because it's like, all right, now I know
It keeps it moving.
it keeps it going, and then like, yeah, it's better.
So I'm gonna say, and honestly, this depends on when you're talking to me. 20 minutes from now, I can change my mind and fucking hate it again. I wish it was the original. I get it. So I want them to do, keep the time limit, but get away from the pairings. Top 4 move on. That top 2 move on.
That would be what I would want to.
Alonso hit the most in round 2, and guess who hit the second most? The guy that he was paired against. So like, he just gets fucked. And like a couple years ago, or was it last year when Alonso won it, or 2 years? I guess 2 years ago when he won it, he had like the second lowest of the first round. But guess who he faced? The guy that had the lowest, and then he goes on to win it. Just give us top 4. That way, everybody's competing against everybody. Like, I think that just gives it a little bit more excitement.
And then if there's any ties, then those two can do the swing. The swing off, fucking absolutely electric. And Juan Soto just 3 out of 3, fucking just whipping his dick out, being like, "Watch this."
I would say swing off. I want it to go 1 swing. Next guy, 1 swing. If
you get a match.
Hits it, you go,
I like that.
I like that. And you can snake draft it. So like, first guy hits it out. Then second guy hits it out.
I think they only do the 3 so they don't have to like spend the time having to like walk back and forth like that. I think it's just quicker.
I think it would be even more electric.
Oh
especially if they're righty lefty and you go, that's it. The other guy can't leave the box. You just take turns on who's swinging at the next one.
And then while we're at like we already threw out the idea of like, why don't they just let us be in charge of the All-Star game? We would make it so much more cool. Like I think that we should add the bunting contest. Bunting contest would be cool. And then they should have like, because Shohei was maybe not the best at hitting home runs in the Derby, although he does lead the league in home runs. He doesn't do batting practice. This was a batting practice kind of thing. And that's probably why he wasn't great at it. But like a line drive Derby would be sick, where like you just move the fence in and it's got to go over a fence to count as like a line drive and just boom, done. It can't go over the home run fence, but it can just be a line drive after line drive after line drive. That'd be cool.
I mean, what if they pop up?
Doesn't count.
Okay, so what's the height limit on a line drive?
We'd have like we'd put like a thing that would mark it. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out. Or you put targets out and they just got to try and peg the targets with the fucking bat. Like just boom.
Put like cool. targets all up the foul pole and you got to try and hit
just
from like
it's just the Chick-fil-A foul pole basically. And then when everybody wins Chick-fil-A $1 million.
No, but I mean like guys throwing it have to try and hit the targets on the foul pole from like third base.
Yeah.
Like a skills competition, man. It'd be dope.
We would make the All-Star game so much cooler. All right. But yeah, dude, it was
throw us money.
I didn't expect to care about it. I didn't care about it really. Does it still determine home field advantage?
Yes, I believe
Does
so.
it?
No.
I thought that stopped a while back. We were talking about it this morning and I was like, no.
Yeah, which is smart. It should not. That was the dumbest rule ever.
And I liked it like the first like 3 years that was the rule. That, like it didn't matter. It was like, well, this was the team with the better record anyway, so they would have also hosted it.
Yeah, that was one of those really dumb baseball rules.
There's a lot of dumb baseball rules. All right, moving on. Let's get to the What Would Jesus Do segment where, when we were growing up, we had the WWJD bracelets, but they didn't always tell us exactly what Jesus would do. And since nobody really came out with a thing saying, hey, this is exactly what Jesus would do in this situation, we decided we'll tell you what he would do. So throw Jesus in a situation in today's times, and we'll tell you how he would get out of that situation or how he would handle that situation. Use the hashtag PTGWWJD to @PassTheGravyPod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion, and Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Hashtag PTGWWJD to @PassTheGravyPod. This is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right, Pat, what is our WWJD for today?
This one comes from Javier Perez at Silkies_man. That's SILKIES_man. Would Jesus cut his sandwiches into squares or triangles? I'm going to say I don't think he would cut it at all, but I'll respect the exercise and choose.
Thank you, though. I do feel like, why cut it at all?
Yeah,
It's
why you
perfect.
got-
It's a perfect sandwich. It's made by Jesus. You know, like I
Well,
don't
it doesn't
cut
necessarily
sandwiches.
said he made it.
Okay, well, I was just assuming. But I personally feel like it's like kind of just a waste of time, and you're gonna have to do a dish now because you're gonna have to like use a knife or whatever to cut it. But
Well, I mean, sometimes for plating, you cut it, you split it open so you can see the inside of the sandwich. You throw some chips in the middle.
I'm
I
talking,
get it.
you're making yourself some lunch. I'm not
But
trying
also-
to fucking do presentation here.
Also, like I said right there, you
I think
cut
you would do
it
a
and you
cross.
split it open. You hit triangle. Who cuts into squares? Who cuts their sandwich into 4 small squares? What are you doing? You're overthinking the shit out of this.
I thought he just meant like in half.
I definitely thought that, but
All right, well,
Like a
that's
re- I guess-
rectangles.
I think that's what he
rectangles
means,
are
though.
really just double squares. They're just long squares.
Okay, so if that's what he means anyway, you're still doing triangles. You cut on a diagonal. You don't cut it right down the middle. That's just weird. It's weird.
Hmm.
Mm,
Is it weird?
I don't
It's
think
very weird. It's very weird. I'm gonna just
Like,
Google
it's
sandwich
the same
cut in
amount.
half.
I think it
It
looks
looks-
cooler in a triangle for sure.
Oh, 100%.
But I always felt like it feels like it's more of a sandwich.
Oh,
when you
look
have
at that. I
halves.
Googled sandwich cut in half, and out of the 9 images that showed up, only 2 of them are cut down the middle. And you can't see because it's too damn bright. Son of a bitch. Either way, guys, Google sandwich cut in half. There's 9
Okay, yeah,
there.
We'll take your word
There's-
for it.
There's different kinds of sandwiches. And it looks like the only 2 that are cut down the middle are PB&J, but there's also a PB&J that's cut diagonally. Diagonal is the only correct answer.
I was gonna say who parted the Red Sea, but it was fucking Moses. So like it would have been perfect if it was just right in the middle. Moses definitely cuts his right down the middle. He doesn't do triangles. Jesus,
Oh, Moses is allowed to go down the middle. That's it. He's the only one.
like that's his thing, you know.
Yeah, like you gotta keep with your brand, man. Honestly, fuck this question though, because now I'm super hungry and I'm staring at pictures of delicious looking
I had a
sandwiches.
sandwich before we recorded. I didn't chop that bad boy at all. I just ate
I'm-
it like a sandwich, you know. But
I'll
I
have to
think
walk away from this podcast and go make a goddamn sandwich.
I think it would. I feel like Jesus would be a triangle kind of guy just because it's classier and Jesus is a classy guy. But like, I also want to just say he would cut it down the middle, like just rectangles.
I think you'd
That's
go
what
down
I
the
would
middle.
do. You know, I'm gonna go with just in the middle, dude. Fuck it. He's a common man. You know, he doesn't need to be fancy, even though he is fancy. He doesn't need to be fancy. He's just one of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm so mad at this right now. Like, this is one of those weird hills that I will 100% die on. And I fucking hate it so much. It's like,
Like, would
Like,
you
it's
judge
like
people that
can't
just do
scratch.
it right down the middle?
oh, I will 100% judge you. Why would you do
Really?
that? Who hurt you? Who broke your brain? Maybe it's just one of those, like, I've been in food service for so long, and like my dad was, and my family always has been. So we've always been a diagonal family. I'm not going to say in my life I've never cut it right down the middle, because I have. And it felt wrong. I felt dirty. I had to eat the sandwich quick and make another one. That might have been because I was a fat ass. No, it's 100% diagonal.
Well, you're wrong because Robert and I outvoted you, but we'll agree to disagree on this one. That was a really good question, though, because, like, I don't know.
I'm so
I
angry
don't know
right
how
now.
to do it, but yeah, that was a great question, Stokey. I think this is his second straight week he's done this. He's basically saving the WWJD segment, guys. Hashtag PTG WWJD to @PassGrayPod. Hit us up with yours. We're only doing this until you guys stop sending them in, and then the
Hey, here-
segment will go away.
Here's a hack for you guys that tweet at us that go, hey, you never use my question. Just throw Jesus into the question. That's a good way to get it answered.
Yeah,
Life
that
hack.
is. And a lot of them like send like the why didn't you get to my question? It's like I've already like picked the questions for the week sometimes. And it's like everybody sends them in. I do answer
And
all
we've
we
got
get
a
to
lot
them.
of questions. We've got
We do get to
backlog of questions we got to mix in.
Something personal.
Sometimes-
Anybody.
Sometimes people ask questions that we have answered in the past. It's not personal.
Your questions were bad. That's just it. They won't say it. I'll say it. Your questions were bad.
I mean,
Never
there are
gonna get
times
to
where
it.
they're just like awful questions that I
You've
have.
been
And some of them we try and most of them aren't, but like there's some that I answer I ask the ones that like we don't even get a lot of the times, but sometimes it's like so far, like I don't even know what this even means. Like Tree back in the day, like he sends them in good now, but sometimes I didn't know what the spelling was on those. Autocorrect was, he must not have been an iPhone guy.
Yeah, and not
Autocorrect
in
didn't
like
exist,
a fun
but he's
way
better
of
now.
Josh Tree just misspelling everything. That was fun. But some of the questions, yeah, just like words get auto-corrected and then it changes the meaning of everything and the question doesn't make sense. It happens.
Donkey horse treehouse? What does that mean? It doesn't make sense when I ask that. That would make a great podcast name, though.
Would penguins slip and slide on the mountain? Like, what? I don't think any of those words were what they were supposed to be. But, such is life, guys.
Slide on the mountain. I do like that one.
Literally, I just let my
yes,
brain follow each word with the next word that popped into my head. I don't know how.
That's how I got donkey horse treehouse.
Yeah, there we go. No, it's triangles. They're both wrong.
Good question, Javier. Let's move on to.
We got to remember to put that as a poll. We'll let people have time to listen to it, but we got to remember to put that as a poll.
Good question. Yeah. Let's move on to the not cool segment. It doesn't have to be a serious thing, just something throughout the week that makes you say, hey man, that's not cool. If you stub your toe or you get run over by a truck, all of those are not cool, varying degrees of not cool, but they all play in this. Hit us up, hashtag PTG not cool to @PassTheGravyPod. That's how we'll find your not cools. And again, we do get backlogged with some of these. I'm going to try and get to everybody's. If I don't get to yours, I'll get to it eventually. And I mean, sometimes you send me newer ones that are more up to date. So those are like maybe yours doesn't get asked, but we're definitely going to share as many as we can. We just don't want to spend 3.5 hours on the not cool segment every week, but not cool. I'll tell you one thing that's not cool is having body aches. What is cool is when you have Alamo Remedy CBD to use. I love the cucumber melon lotion. You rub that bad boy on your ankles. Right when I'm playing soccer afterwards, got some sore ankles, some sore knees. You put it on the ankles and the knees, feeling like $1 million the next day. You're having some trouble falling asleep. Maybe you get a little anxious when you're on planes. Get the gummies. Those are awesome. They have the little capsules as well. Those are fucking bomb. All of them are very affordable in price, $17.99 a piece. And you're going to save 10% when you use our promo code PTG at checkout at alamoremedy.com. Alamo Remedy really does have the best CBD in the game. They even have the hemp flower, which is not weed. It does look like weed. You can smoke it like weed, but it will not give you the THC high. It's basically just a mellowed, chilled out vibe. You're not going to feel foggy headed. You're not going to be awkward or paranoid when you're out in public. You're going to be able to just, be you, but just feel chilled a little bit. It's awesome. And I highly recommend it if you're just trying to look to chill out. They also have the tincture oil. They have new CBD lip balm. It's all at alamoremedy.com. And you're going to get 10% off when you use our promo code PTG at checkout. If you get an Alamo Remedy product, hit them up on Twitter, Instagram at Alamo Remedy and at Alamo Remedy CBD. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast, Alamo Remedy CBD, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
I'll start. I think mine are like crazy ones, but one is just, and there's not a lot of stuff to bet on really this week. I texted you at one point, Pat, being like, fuck, because I was going to go. I was like, all right, MLB bets. It's the fucking All-Star break.
Yeah.
I ended up betting on the home run derby just because I was like, I had to have a little money. I had a little skin in the game. I bet that. I've bet Gold Cup a couple of times, but like I was talking about this a couple of weeks ago. I was like, we only got a couple more NBA games left, a couple more NHL games left. And then it's going to be just baseball for a while. And like, we're like a week away from that. It's just kind of get used to it. But it's weird when there's not even baseball. It feels like pandemic-y all over again. But I could actually bet on some stuff. I was just really into horse racing during the pandemic because I was like the only sport on. But kind of sucks. But I bet Mexico tonight in the Gold Cup. So did get a little skin in the game of that. Bet some NBA, but it's just kind of like I like having a full slate of games to pick out of. And when you're like, I don't really love any of these games. I don't really love this line. I don't really love this. There's only 2 soccer games to bet and like 1 game last night in baseball to bet. And I didn't. At Gravy Gambles, if you want to see what we bet every single day. I am on a 7-0 heater right now. So no big deal. 7-0 heater over like the last 4 days that I've placed bets at least. But yeah, not having a ton of stuff to bet on. That's a minor not cool. And then my other not cool, my real one was so I ordered some stuff from Fanatics, a big Fanatics guy. I mean, everybody's like all of the leagues kind of just went to them as their like supplier now. So I got the sick ass new USA Team USA soccer jersey that they're going to be wearing for the Gold Cup and the Olympics. The red and blues look really sick on it. I got that. And then I got the new like dry fit, like batting practice shit that the Yankees wear, cause it looks really comfortable and cool. And but it doesn't matter what I ordered, because when I typed in my order, somehow like I have an apartment number and then I have a mailbox number, but it's not the same as my apartment number. So like I always put my apartment number, and also like I'll be like blah 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 blah, blah Alex's address, apartment, insert apartment number, and then I usually put in parentheses I'm like mailbox number. I did that somehow. It like I just didn't double check, and I guess it like the only thing that it took was the second line where I put the mailbox number, because usually like my address, number of my apartment, and then the second it's like secondary line, and I put mailbox 4,000, mailbox 4,000. I almost said my mailbox number, but it doesn't matter. Mailbox 4,000.
You almost had to move.
I guess that like I didn't check that it was done or whatever, and it didn't take the top thing. So then it just put it in a PO box, my mailbox number in Houston, Texas, which doesn't exist. So I was like waiting for this package. Like, where the fuck is this? It said it was out for delivery 2 days ago. And I know sometimes the out for delivery thing can be a little off. So I was like, I'll give it like a couple. Like I literally, should have been here like last Monday. I gave it till like Thursday. It was like, all right, like it says all of this shit has been delivered, and it's been 4 days. I checked like my neighbor's doors. I checked to see if maybe it was set out in the wrong place. I checked my mailbox. Obviously, it wasn't in my front door. It went to my front office and was like, hey, do you have a package? No. And so I called like the customer service thing, and they're like, no, it's under a PO box. And I was like, what? No. And I guess because when I hit enter or whatever, I must have put like just the shipping information for my credit card or whatever. And somehow it showed up as just the mailbox number. So they just assumed it was a PO box and sent it to a random PO box that doesn't exist here in Houston. So it's probably sitting in a fucking like a post office somewhere. But I called, and one of the things I had ordered was out of stock. So they refunded me for that, and they shipped me the other stuff. And it's coming to the correct address. But it was just like, what the, like, me going through, like, I'm just, you know what? I'm not going to freak out about this. I'm not going to freak out about this, Alex. I'm going to be patient. And so it was like each day I'd be like, I'm coming home from work. I'm like, man, I can't wait. I probably got some shit on my fucking front door. Hell yeah. I'd check the mailbox coming up after I parked my car. Usually there was nothing. I was like, well, they probably just dropped it off at the front door or whatever. Nope, never. And then finally Thursday, I was like, hey, what the fuck? Because I've had stuff from Fanatics, not last time, but the time before that, it said it was delivered. It disappeared. It was at the right address. And I think somebody just took it. And I was like, so like, this is 2 out of the last 3 times I've ordered from you fuckers. They're like, my shit hasn't shown up. What the fuck? And she's like, well, this is the address we had. I was like, oh. And so like, I'm mad, but then it's like also kind of on me. So I was like, fuck me. I'm sorry. And the lady was like, well, no, don't worry. We'll just report it as lost. You call us in 24 hours or business days. So I had to wait till Monday to call back. And they were really cool about it. And they were like, hey, we're going to ship your shit, dude. Sorry about that. You're good. So it all ended up okay. But it was just like, fuck. And like me thinking I'm being patient when I had fucked up on the ordering thing. And it was just a fucking not cool, man.
I still can't get over the fact that your mailbox number is not the same as your apartment number.
Oh, believe me, dude. And I told you about how they shifted they changed the outside of my door where it's got my apartment number and it says dash the number of my mailbox. It doesn't say dash and they have mailbox number. So people think it's like my apartment and like 12 other apartments in behind one apartment door. So DoorDash fucks up my shit all the time just because it's confusing as fuck, I feel like. And Yeah, that fucking sucks. And also, just adding on because of DoorDash, I ordered wings for the fight on Saturday night, and this is also minor, not cool, but like the DoorDash guy called, was like, "Hey, I'm outside the gates there," and I was like, "Look, the directions are in the fucking app. Just go like dial the thing." So the guy dials the thing, and he's like, "I can't find your building. There's 4 buildings, but like 2 clusters," and I was like, "Literally, just like walk across to the other one." He was like, "I can't. Where do I walk across?" And I was like, "On the ground." Like, I don't know, man. And I called the guy back because it had been like 15 minutes since I had buzzed him in, and I was like, "Where you at, man?" He's like, "Oh, I left the food with your neighbor." And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, you just dropped my food off to a random and then my door, like somebody knocked on my door, and it was my neighbor that I guess like the dude was just on the other side of the complex, and it was like, "I can't find it." And they're like, "Look, I'll just take it, dude. I'll just take it." So like some fucking like good Samaritan neighbor of mine just was like, "Hey, I got you, bro. Like, I'll do it." And I was like, I wish I could tip that guy. I should be able to take away that one dude's tip and tip it to my fucking neighbor. But
I mean,
like that was just like, but you have no idea how like angry I was for about the 5 to 10 seconds that I thought that like that guy just literally was like, well, you take it then. You can just have it. I was like, you just gave someone my food just to have. Because to me, like, if somebody was like, "Hey, I can't find this place. Where is it?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. Fucking call them."
Oh, I just handed it to somebody in your apartment complex. They said they'd give it to you.
I think I owe somebody that now. I think now if that ever happens, I have one time I have to do it. Just for karma. But like, I was like, cool move on their part. Not cool. And that guy to just like, be like, can you just do it? Can you deliver the food that I will not deliver now?
It's your stories about that shit is ridiculous. Like, I get it. I've been to your apartment. It can be, but like, you have the directions written out. That's ridiculous.
Very, very detailed, but I get it. I don't know, man. But those are my not cools.
I can go, Pat.
Yeah.
So Sam and I have actually been looking at places we're gonna move in together, and it's just very exhausting, like having to go to all these places, and then like they just not work out, or maybe one of us likes it more than the other, so we have to be like, "Well, no, I don't really like it," but they're all excited about it, or like I'm excited.
Maybe
is there anything worse than that though? Like when you're like, "Dude, this place, like, bro, I could set up this. I could put my TV here," and she's just like,
Or like when you're excited from the pictures online, but there's a guy sitting out front shit talking the apartment complex about how bad it is.
Like
being honest, though, that guy has experience there. I don't.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah, or they're just like not with the pictures like they portray the like the
when did you
actual
take
place.
this 12 years ago? Like how old are these pictures?
Yeah, it's just
I don't see any fucking granite countertops here.
The paint's not even the same color.
They always use that model unit, and it's like, dude, none of the like. I remember the very first place Emma and I got. Like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we paid nothing. But it was like when we looked at the model units, like, dude, this is really nice for the amount that we're paying. And they had like brand new like sterling fucking looking like silver fucking like oven and shit, that built-in microwave. And it was like, oh no, those are on the newer units. And I was like, did you not upgrade the units that you're renting? Like, what? Why not? And no, it was like, nope, you just get the shitty old stuff that we didn't feel like upgrading. Back to you. They are good about hiding that shit.
Yeah, and then like it's super competitive because we've been looking at like houses to rent, and like it's everything's super competitive. So like if we want to get into it, we have to apply, even if we're like not entirely sure. But each application is like $50. So I'm like, we have to be
add up, yeah.
You have to be strategic about which ones we do apply to. It's tiring.
Do you think you got a place yet, or are y'all still just looking?
Still looking. Not yet.
Great time to buy a house right now, too. Prices aren't higher than they've ever been.
Hey, John Fredericks. He's trying to sell. He's trying to sell a rental house.
I have no idea where he's from.
Who knows? But I don't know. Maybe hit him up, and then maybe it's meant to be. I mean, dude, if you were renting from a Gravy Gang, like that's probably like the best kind of landlord guy to have. Wouldn't you? Like, it's a guy that listens to my podcast at least. I mean, you couldn't shit talk the house. So, but it wouldn't. He's Gravy Gang. He wouldn't leave you with a shitty house. That does suck.
True.
Dude, I remember the place that we live at now, like when I came and I toured, like we love like inside my apartment. I absolutely love my apartment itself. It's the second I step foot outside and everything around the complex, I just fucking hate that shit. Hate the people, like I hate the employees, the new management shit. But like inside, it's fucking cool. And I remember Emma was working when I was looking at it, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I love these windows. This is where a studio could go. This is where this could go." And I was like, I really just hope Emma likes it. And she fucking loved it. I was like, yes, all right, we're in. Let's go. We're renting it right now. We're renting it right now. We'll put down a deposit. Let's make this move. And that was like the best feeling ever. But it's like that anxiousness of like, man, I hope she's gonna like it.
I couldn't do that. I would be like, just to like, I don't know if she's gonna like it or not. Like, so we've toured all the places together, even if like we met up there. It's just like I can't. I couldn't like just be like, yes, this one's it without her input.
I didn't like I made her come look at it too, but I was like,
you did? Okay.
I was like, no, I got a really good feeling about this. I think it looks cool. And then we like scheduled another time for her to come. She liked it, and then we fucking boom. But yeah, dude, that is a really frustrating process. And then that adds to like a future not cool is going to be moving.
Yeah.
Because it's like, goddamn, moving is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you just think about moving, like me even talking about it gives me anxiety. I'm like, where am I gonna? I gotta put boxes. I gotta go get boxes. I gotta tape up boxes. I gotta move up. Like I don't want to do that.
Man, it's hot as fuck outside.
Yeah.
Brutal.
What about you, Pat?
All right. My car might be totaled.
No. I mean, it's not like it didn't have AC for 5 years, and you couldn't open one of the doors or some shit.
From the inside, I just had to roll down the window and open it. I'm not saying it was a nice car or anything, but it was my car. And on Thursday, I was planning on my not cool being. It starts from a cool. Raymundo being awesome, was able to get an Xbox online for my buddy. So I drove out to Southeast Houston to meet him and get it. But of course, I met him after work. So I met him around 5:45. Had to drive out there in traffic and then drive back in traffic. That's what I was planning for not cool. Gave it to my buddy, hung out, watched a little TV, went home, got Whataburger. The Whataburger's right by my house.
That's the second Xbox he's gotten you, huh?
Yeah, he just got a third one from my other buddy. So
he's like, you're like Xbox plug.
He texted me during this.
Man of the year, guys. Man of the year.
Yeah, right.
That's how you get that.
And so I exit the Whataburger. I hit the U-turn. I'm literally like half a mile from my fucking house. It's got a protected lane to where, you can just hit the U-turn. As I'm doing that, a dude's coming through the light, comes over my lane, smashes his back wheel against my front passenger side wheel. He doesn't have insurance. He says I hit him, which I didn't. He fucking hit me. So, and by the way, this was on Thursday. It was Friday, my fucking birthday.
How does that go? I've never I've been in like fender benders and stuff like that but like every time it was like the person that was responsible kind of owned up to it pretty quick. Like, were you like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, you hit me. Like, is that how it went? I've always wondered how that goes down. Like, that's gotta be weird.
We pulled over into the parking lot. Like, it spun me out.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking pulled over in the parking lot. It's like 10:30 at night.
So he was behind you?
He was coming up on my side. So like I'm turning into the U-turn and he's coming through the light. But as he does, he just kind of comes over into the lane that I was in and just clips me. Okay. We pull over the thing. He's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay? He's like, yeah. He's like, you hit me. And I was like, dude, you hit. I was like, what are you talking about? You hit me. It's like, do you have insurance? He goes, no. Do you? I was like, yes. And then I just like stopped talking to him. I called my sister. She gave it. We got it all fucked. But I'm like, so basically what has happened so far is I've just gone to my insurance and I took all the pictures, sent it through the app. They called and were like, we have to send somebody out because it looks like it's probably totaled. I mean, like the wheel well is like up against the wheel. Like I could drive it like 100 yards, but like, eventually that shit's going to rub and pop.
Not safe.
So like I've been playing phone tag with the insurance agent because they call me when I'm at work. I call them, at like 2 after the lunch rush. They don't answer. They don't call me back. I don't know when they're supposed to go over to the body shop and look at it that I dropped it off at. I don't fucking know. Probably totaled. probably going to have to get a new car. Was enjoying not having car payments because this thing was paid the fuck off.
Yeah.
Such is life. But I mean, I'm like, what are you going to fucking do?
Did they rule that it was anybody's fault? Did you call the police out there and everything though?
No, didn't even call the police. I'd never been in an accident before. Didn't even think about it. Just called a tow truck, had my car towed back home. We got like his plate number and his phone number. He's like tried to call us to be like, give me your insurance. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to give you my insurance. Fuck you. You don't have insurance. Go fuck yourself. I'm not going to try and get you to scam my shit that costs me money, which I'm probably going to have to I'm probably not going to get any money anyway because I think it's liability. Like I think I only have liability. I don't know how insurance works. Maybe I'll still get some if it's total.
Did you literally tell him go fuck yourself?
No,
you should.
But they've just I don't know. I haven't
play this part
honestly,
of the podcast. Go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah, he got my sister's number. He didn't even get my number. She's contacted him, and we're just like fucking ignoring him. Fuck him. So I'm just waiting to hear. Whenever the fuck the insurance person's going to come out and go see my car. Like I gave him the information where it is and I don't so I'm just waiting to see. Hopefully I can get something and I can go find an old used car for not too expensive and put some down and then just fucking, I guess, start making payments again. Hooray.
That's such a fucking weird situation though, where it's like, everybody's like, no, you did this. No, you did this. And
he's like, you came over my lane. I'm like, dude, I could see you. You were in front of me, kind of. Like when it made contact, his whole truck was in view of me. I don't know. It sucks, but it fucking is what it is. What are you gonna do? It's probably about time I got a fucking different car anyway. So it's just forcing me to do that.
Bright side.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think you definitely win.
I'm looking on the bright side, but
you definitely win. Not cool this week.
Yeah.
So congrats on winning Not Cool.
Yeah, feels great.
There's your win for the week. But yeah, that fucking sucks, dude. That fucking sucks. And fuck that guy. Fuck that guy, dude. Fuck that guy. Mm-hmm. That was our Not Cool guys. Hashtag PTG Not Cool at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter. Also, before we get to the answer segment, if you watch Big Brother, Pass the Gravy Bro, that is going on right now. We've done 3 episodes so far this season. Me, Pat on Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays, maybe Sundays, sometimes, who knows. Pat is kind of sporadic, but usually Wednesdays we think he'll be able to do the podcast. Chris, former host of Pass the Gravy, also does Pass the Gravy Bro with me and Emma, and we break down each episode of Big Brother right after it airs. Go to our Facebook page, Pass the Gravy Bro. We will go live. I'll also share it to Pass the Gravy and mine as well. But Pass the Gravy Bro, go give us a follow at Pass the Gravy Bro. We did our Pass the Gravy Bro pool. We figured we were wasting too much time with that during Pass the Gravy for the people that don't care about Big Brother. So that will all exclusively be done via Pass the Gravy Bro. So please go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Pass the Gravy Bro on Twitter and Instagram, Pass the Gravy Bro on Facebook. Just go like us and share us with a friend if you're into Big Brother. I would really appreciate you checking it out. And we did by popular demand, we put back on sale our Pass the Gravy Bro shirts. You can go get it at the Pass the Gravy merch store, passthegravymerch.com, as well as a lot of other awesome Pass the Gravy merch. Robert has a podcast. He took a week off, a little birthday week off for Sam's dad, but recent study suggests that's I guess every Monday coming forward, right?
Every Monday.
Got to take a quick vacay, but no. Mm-hmm. Yeah, every Monday you listen to it wherever you listen to Pass the Gravy, and it's a solid podcast. It's a really good one. The USA one was the one that I listened to most recently. I really liked that one, and go check it out. Every Monday you listen to that. Disappointed but not surprised. Also on the Pass the Gravy podcast network, they talked to a guy with a micro penis this week. That was they really talked. They talked to a dude that liked being humiliated and had a micro penis, and
okay.
Interesting conversation. It was that's how I'll describe it right there. We have Time Machine with Andrew Green, the Weekly D. They're like the Doge Kings of the Pass the Gravy Podcast Network. We got Claire at Big Blue. We actually did our final episode for 3 weeks until training camps start back up. You can go listen to us recap the Euros. Anywhere you listen to Pass the Gravy as well. But there's a Pass the Gravy Podcast Network, family of podcasts. Go check them all out. If you don't tell us, you don't have things to listen to because you got tons of content, and we're just going to keep making more for you. But let's get into the answers segment. You can send us any questions you have. It's a high thought, something you thought of while drunk, something you saw online, you want our opinion on, you want relationship advice, just any kind of advice at all. We got you. Hit us up, hashtag PTG Answers at Pass the Gravy Pod. You can email us, answers@passthegravypod.com, but we prefer Twitter, hashtag PTG Answers at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter. And the answer segment is brought to you by littlemshop.com. Not just air fresheners anymore. They got it all. They got shirts. They got keychains. They got stickers. They do have their awesome air fresheners for just $2 a piece. They have a new one that it's a dishwasher magnet. So are are the dishes in here clean? No, now you don't say dirty or clean. It's pretty fucking awesome. You can just flip it if you got a magnetic dishwasher. If not, you can just stick it on there. So they have like a to-do list, like a daily to-do list. If you got like I always like before I leave work, I have a little like checklist and I have to cross off everything on my list before I leave. If you're like me like that, this is just a reusable one. You can put it on your pantry, you can put it on your refrigerator, and you can just, it's like a little dry erase marker. You just get to wipe it off, and it's pretty simple. We use it for when Emma needs to give Wheezy her pills every month and stuff like that. Like, it's really helpful, and it's kind of just handy to have. You never know when you use it. littlemshop.com. They also have awesome, really comfortable t-shirts and the fucking best air fresheners in the world. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. Give them a follow on Twitter at littleem tweets and at littlemshop on Instagram. littlemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right. Our first answers question this week, as always, comes to us from our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, it's Skylar!
At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. And Skylar says, how many things have to go wrong in your life for you to pick up running? Brett Brandon at Price of His EJ on Twitter, he replied, and he said, look, I've had a lot of things go wrong in my life, and I've never once considered picking up running. I don't know if it's things that go wrong. I do think that like a lot of times maybe like I've heard that, like sometimes if you have some sort of a vice, you fill it with something else. And, there's people that are recovering from certain things that sometimes I bet like running probably helps, like if I was addicted to booze and I got off booze, and you still kind of got to feel like maybe that runner's high is what people need. And believe me, I know that the runner's high is a thing. I just have never once experienced it. And I've run, not because I wanted to run, just because I didn't want to be fat and stuff like that. Like I never got track. I've talked about this before. Like I never understood track in school. Where I was like, every other sport makes you run when you're in trouble, and track, that's all you do. And I'm not fast, so I'm not going to win anything. So what's the point? But yeah, there's people that just love it, man. Like my friend Diane, she's pregnant and she runs like 3 miles. She runs like 3 miles every day. I'm like, what? Like she is pregnant and she is running more than I ever run. It's nuts. And, props to her. She's a better person than me. I get it. I'm not saying you're not a better person. You are. You work out, you do better stuff than me. But like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Cause like, I've heard that like, oh, you just get that runner's high, you feel so much better. And I'm always like, I just want to go home. I'm dying. It's so hot. I'm sweating. I hate this. I just want to turn around. Why did I come this far? Like, that's all I think of the entire time I'm running. That's all it is. And I guess it's like, is it bitch mentality? I don't know. Joe Rogan's always like, conquer your inner bitch. I don't think I can, at least when it comes to running.
Nope. My bitch is strong.
And
these colors don't run.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. These colors don't run.
I would imagine a lot of things, but there's people that are just born with it. They just want to run. Bruce Springsteen.
There's two types of people in this world. People that run and people that don't. I don't run.
Look, son, sit down. Dad's got something to tell you. Either run or you don't. There's two kinds of people. Okay. What does that mean? I don't know. You either do or you don't.
One day you'll know.
It sounds like
whether
Ricky
you're
Bobby's
whether you're
dad.
a runner or you're not.
But Dad, what does that mean? What is it? Ricky, I was high when I said that.
Yep. I mean, I'm not, but fuck it.
Yeah, dude. I don't think things necessarily have to go wrong. I think either you're just built for it or not. I think you can become somebody that loves running, but like I'm just never gonna do it. Rod Ryan when he turned 50, the year he turned 50, he wanted to run. Was it whatever 5Ks? He wanted to run as many 5Ks that equaled up to 50. So he 10 5Ks is what he did, and that was his New Year's resolution. And I'm not, but he did it. He like took a couple months off at one point, and then he had to run like, I think they were like 1 month he had to run 3, and then he ran 2 in another one. So he like knocked out half in 2 months, but still, like he was just doing like the turkey trot and stuff, and it's 5K. So it's like you can run a 5K, I think, in like 30 minutes or so. But like he was just like, I just never.
Maybe you can.
He was just like, I just never loved running though. I never was like, all right, I can't wait till the next one. But there's people that are just like 5K, woo! And I get like if you have like a runners club and like there's a lot of people that go out and they drink afterwards and they hang out and like I get that and that probably makes it more fun. But it's like I'm just like I'm just gonna sleep in.
Yeah, because those things are fucking early too. Because you don't want to run in the midday heat. I ain't doing any of that.
Like I play soccer on Saturdays because that's like a sport. You know, I mean, I know that running is in the Olympics, but it's like there's points. I like things where there's like a score. And I understand that running is basically the simplest form of like who won. This guy that finished first, the guy that finished ahead of everybody, which I get that. Respect. But like, I like points. I like, stuff where there's a score.
Like the great Kenny Powers once said, I play real sports. I'm not trying to be the best at exercising.
But then you can't really argue that with running because running is like one of the main Olympic sports.
Yeah. Olympics has a lot of things in there that aren't actually sports.
Skateboarding is in the Olympics this year.
They're cool activities, like where you ski and then shoot at things. That's a cool activity. I'm not going to call that a sport. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Skiing is a sport, sort of.
Yeah, but that weird combination of
snow
skiing
running
and then shooting at shit, I don't know.
That's even better.
What's the horse dancing shit? No, but the biathlon, you're just doing a lot of exercises and seeing if you can do it better than other people.
Dude, but skiing and shooting is fucking crazy. Because, like, dude, think about it. You're like,
it's cool.
That's like running, but then you have to like hold your breath because, like, if you shoot and you don't hit right, then I think you get like a points deduction or a time add on, so it fucks your time. So it's like you're like going as fast as you can. You're like, as somebody that plays Call of Duty, dude, like we've served several tours in Verdansk, like. You know how hard it is to hold down, like you hold your breath when you're on that sniper rifle. Like when you're trying to do that and you're in the Olympics fighting for gold, like, come on.
Those people are
basically a war
talented. They're athletic. I don't think I would call them athletes.
I'm gonna argue against you on like if it's an Olympic sport, it's a good thing. CrossFit's not an Olympic sport, so I can say that is just exercising.
Okay, we can agree there.
All right. Not to shit on people that do CrossFit because you're definitely like better than me, but it seems exhausting if we're honest.
Just do it. Just do better exercises. It's a dumb exercise.
Let's just get into fencing. Like fencing seems cool. You can kind of like stab people with it, and then we can be like, we're athletes. It's an Olympic sport.
He does it, and I love you, man.
Right. No, like we can have like Gilliam can be our friend.
When one of us beats somebody else, the other guy can stand up and grab his dick and say, "Suck it, Gil."
No, that wasn't even our friend that doesn't even fence. I just like how do you get into fencing? You're just like, I kind of want to stab somebody. I want to stab somebody. I don't want to go to jail for it. Like, is there fencing? That's it. That's the sport.
Can I join a fencing class for children? Because I kind of want to stab a child.
But and you don't hurt them. And now have you seen the shit that they have? Like at the last Olympics, I remember they had like when you get poked, it like lights up and shit. Like that's crazy. Like,
I didn't see that.
It's just like a glow stick. You're just a human glow stick at that point with a sword.
It's pretty damn cool.
Why is jousting not in the Olympics though? That is not jousting. Fucking come on.
It's probably too dangerous.
Make the swords similar to the fucking fencing sword. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm not a scientist. You guys figure it out. But jousting, it is criminal that jousting's not in the Olympics, all right? Hashtag jousting for Olympics 20 2024. So the next one is?
There you go.
I'm confused because everything's like moved back.
2024.
All right. Like the Euros.
Unless
like
you want to make it a Winter Olympic sport, then that's next year.
That's ice jousting.
You're just on snowmobiles.
I mean, if you think like they have fencing and they have equestrian, which is horses. It's literally just a hybrid of those. At it.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't watch it. I'm just saying I don't think it's going to happen, buddy.
I'd rather watch that than fucking like handball.
I mean, I'm probably not going to watch either, but handball's pretty dope.
Yeah, but it's not jousting.
That's true. It's not jousting. I want someone to have the possibility of dying.
I want to, like, we can figure it out to make it safer. They don't have to die, but like, I just want to see people get fucking jousted. They do it at the Renaissance Fair. Why not the Olympics? Come on. All right. Our next answers question comes from Todd Voss as _scene_by_TV. Todd says, do planes actually fly or do they just make really long jumps?
Now, the Wright brothers planes, they just jumped. These ones nowadays, these newfangled things that they got, they definitely fly. So they'll go up and then down and then back up again. You can't do that if it's just a jump. There's no double jumping in real life.
They do have planes called puddle jumpers, though.
They do.
When I would go to Maryland, we would fly to Philadelphia. Yeah. And then we would have to get on one of the little prop planes, and they called them puddle jumpers. So that's sort of like a jumping plane. I mean,
here's the thing about
I do think it flies because if it didn't have the like engine and stuff, it's not gonna, the jump wouldn't last as long.
Here's where I think I can convince everybody on this. For it to be a jump, you have to spring off of the ground. They fly, it's a steady takeoff. Like the wings would have to it would have to basically be like a low rider. Like it would have to go down and then spring it straight up into the air, and that's a jump. But no, the plane takes off and doesn't jump into the air.
So planes
jump when it lands. Planes fly.
Planes fly. All right, well, I'm glad we agreed on that. Let's move to our next one. Danny Barrington, I believe, at Danny Bear Yo on Twitter. He's The Hollow Knight. If you want to give him a follow on his Twitch channel, I feel like we keep every couple of months we're like, yo, we're gonna get on Twitch, we're gonna make it a regular thing, and then we do it for like a week, and then we just we don't have any sort of schedule at any point in time. And now I'm doing 5 podcasts a week, so I'm probably not gonna have a set schedule. It's just I don't know, maybe we'll stream every now and then, but you'll just have to go follow at Pasquary or Pasquary Pod on Twitch and just set your notifications up. So every time we do stream,
there you go.
There you go. All right. But Danny Barrington says, is sap tree cum or tree blood?
My first instinct was tree blood, but I think I'm going to go with tree cum for 2 reasons. One, it's sticky. Yep. And if you drain all the sap out of it, I don't think the tree is going to die. It'll just make more sap.
Is that true, though?
I don't know. I honestly was just hoping you would go with it.
Because if sap is tree cum, okay, but what is the blood then? We have to find out what the tree blood is.
I think it is the blood. I think maybe moss.
As opposed to it being the what?
What?
It's the blood as opposed to it being the what? What else would it be? I'm just trying to get you to say cum.
Oh.
I'm just trying to get you to say cum.
I thought that's what you were doing, and I was like, wait, no, maybe he actually has a no.
No, just me being an asshole.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be blood just because I can't think of what the blood would be if it was cum. Like water, but it's not like a.
But it's sticky.
Right, but I wouldn't assume that a tree would have the same consistency of blood as we do.
Oh, that's a fair point. Okay, we'll go with blood.
It's tree blood. Great question, though.
That's a damn good question.
Really good question.
We need more is it cum or blood questions.
Yeah, hit us out with the cum or blood questions, guys. Don't
hashtag cum,
we can't be
cum
only
or blood.
Don't hashtag that. Don't hashtag that at all. Okay, our next one is from Josh Treecoddle at Joshua Tree 713, the reigning Pass the Gravy MVP. He says, "Do you think ants get all jacked up when they find a spilt energy drink?" Yeah, like somebody
they might
knocked
just
over,
die.
like, their Monster Energy just falls over, and they're just like, "Oh shit, let's go fucking lift everything." And they're like, "We're ants, we can lift anything already." And like, who gives a shit? Let's do crazy
lift more
jumps.
shit. They might
do
die.
Red Bull.
Like
if it's a Red Bull, though, they're gonna try and do all kinds of crazy extreme sports stunts.
If it's a red line, they just explode.
Probably. I think they probably get jacked up, right?
Yeah,
why wouldn't
probably
they?
start jousting.
It's like caffeine. It's just shit ton of caffeine, and it's an ant that's way smaller than us. So, like, I would assume any of that is just fucking awesome.
They just build shit really fast.
Yeah.
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 Feel like a big old slice of butter melting over some flapjacks. Yeah. No, it's not at all what they would feel like.
They would feel jacked up. They'd feel like
Yeah.
there'd be like cocaine for ants, probably, right? So yes, ants would definitely feel jacked up if they find a spilt energy drink. Great question, Josh. Our final question of the week comes from Tweet Resner at David in Aleaf on Twitter. He says, "How do you know when sour cream goes bad? Does it get sour?"
You just gotta trust the date, and then smell. You can go by smell.
But if it smells sour, it's sour cream.
I don't know. I usually just any milk or cream product. I usually take whatever the expiration date is, but like 2 days before that. That's how I do it.
I open it, see if there's any mildew or anything floating around in it.
Yeah, like that liquid that just builds up or whatever.
Yeah, it's got like a film.
Yeah.
Robert, what do you think?
Yeah, as soon as I see that liquid, you got to throw it out.
But does it get sour? I would assume it does get
gross.
sour.
Maybe it goes sweet. It's like a Sour Patch Kid.
Just throws you off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
First they're sweet, then
Tell
they're
you
sour.
this: if you eat it and it's bad, your next time in the bathroom is going to be sour.
You'll know. That's actually how you would know when it goes bad.
Yeah, when you're shitting your brains
shit
out,
a
you're like,
lot.
that sour cream bad. Damn it.
So yeah, I think it's after you eat it, your bowel movements will kind of determine if it was bad or not. Because I don't know if it gets sour.
Captain Hindsight.
You don't know until it's too late, which is the problem with it. It was a great question, though.
Ow.
Great question from everyone. Thank you guys for submitting them. Hashtag PTG answers at Pass the Gravy Pod. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Check out a recent study suggests. Check out Pass the Gravy Bro. Check out Disappointed but Not Surprised. Check out Weekly D. Check out everything on the Pass the Gravy Podcast Network. Clear It Big Blue. Check out it all. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you're listening to us. Share us with a friend. And on Instagram. Instagram is they're not a photo sharing app anymore. So we're trying to post more videos. When we post videos, like and then just comment some shit or whatever, just comment like Gravy Gang or something. It helps us with our engagement, and then it pushes us out to more people on Instagram. So that would be really tight if you guys did that. Just if you shared us on wherever we posted, that would be cool. But especially Instagram in the next couple of weeks, that'll definitely help us out. You guys are awesome. We love all y'all. You guys have a great rest of your week. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to add? Nothing? No?
Mm-mm.
No, I mean, wrap that up with a nice little poo bow.
All right. Well, yeah, we did. Watch out for that sour cream. And until we talk to you guys next time, pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
I caught it bad just today. You hit me with a call to your place. Ain't been out in a while anyway. Was hoping I could get you throwing smiles in my face. Romantic talking, baby, you don't have to try. You're cute enough to fuck with me tonight. I'm looking at the